Hello, everybody, and happy Memorial Day weekend. We hope you guys are ready for summer to start, although I don't think summer officially starts for a few more weeks, right? So
I think it started like a week ago.
Yeah,
Not officially, though. Not officially.
Yeah.
Right.
So, well, hopefully you guys, if you're down the shore, like we say here, if you guys are down the shore, you're at the beach or at the mountains or, getting ready for your barbecue, hopefully you have us on in the background so you guys can score some epic summer loving vintage. So, this is the Valentinos. For those of you that aren't familiar with the fellas on your screen, I will quickly tell you who they are. Then we're going to chitty chat and then they'll give you a little more detail. So, the one sitting next to me is the one, the only garden guy, Bill. How are you, sir? You doing good?
I'm just peachy.
He's just happy to have his power back and his internet back and all that fun stuff.
I am at the point where I wonder how many of the viewers actually think I make this up.
You don't. You don't.
Because I send you a screenshot every time of my power company.
And how are you?
Fridays. A lot of Fridays that happen.
Well, it is. And how many sales have you missed? I was wondering today when you sent us the message that you may have an issue tonight. I thought to myself, there was like a good year and a half that you had no issues. And now it seems to be almost epidemic for you. So the other fellow right below him is John of Everyday Holiday Displays. How are you doing, sir?
I'm well. Doing well.
All right. No thunderstorms out there. The weather seems
we had thunderstorms. We were under a thunderstorm warning for a couple of hours earlier this afternoon, but we didn't seem to get very much. It rained, but we didn't get anything terrible. My husband, though, was flying back from Seattle, and so they got delayed a couple hours because of all the backed up traffic, I think, at O'Hare.
And the fella below me is Brian, MidCentury Mister. How are you doing, sir?
Hello, everyone. No bad weather to report. We had ours yesterday, so we're all good today.
And if you folks don't know who I am, I'm Jason of Mother Tucker's Antiques. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. If you're not subscribed to the fellas that have YouTube channels on the screen, please make sure you follow them. And I only say it that way because the rest of us are active over on Instagram. So make sure you follow each and every one of us over on Instagram. We made it really easy. All those links are down below. If you guys are watching this on the replay, please make sure you're following these great resellers over on Instagram, not only for the things they offer for sale, but you want to be notified when they go live. And you also want to see the goodies they find, because some of these fellas put up some fun teasers that are either going to make you love them or not care for them. I don't know.
Wait a second. Jason has posted some things that have us all as a collective
just yesterday
wondering some things too. So I think I'm the only one who probably doesn't do that, just because I don't source like you guys do. But
I better watch. I'm going to get myself booted out of the Valentinos, and I don't want to do that because this is a fun group of guys.
Jason, Glass House.
Yeah.
I do not want to get booted out of this. So, gang, we're going to move along here. We're going to say hello to everybody who's in the chat. If you guys want to shout out or you want to say hello, please do so. Bill was kind enough to tell us how the sale is going to work. Then we'll go over our shipping details, and then we will jump into it. So the first one in the chat tonight is our friend William. It's good to see you, sir. Hopefully you are doing well. All four of you better wear. Hey, I at least have my Gilligan hat on. That's all I can say. So I did pull that out of the closet and get the dust off of it for tonight's sale. How are you, Shannon? It's so good to see you, friend. Hello, Lisa, checking in. It's good to see you. Hopefully you are doing well. There is our official mod and bid ender for the evening, the one, the only Karen G. Please familiarize yourself with her avatar. She will be the one closing out all the auctions tonight with a bid end. And Karen, as always, thank you so much. So, and also as I scroll down here, I want to thank Bill. Bill always creates our thumbnails, our promos for the Valentinos, and he created the wallpaper for tonight. So thank you so much, Bill, as always. It looks awesome. There she is, the one, the only Karen Kennedy checking in. How are you? So good to see you. Followed by our friend Tracy, Artsy Fartsy. How are you? Hopefully you're doing well. Tracy, I'm a snapping man because it is my man, Gavin of Grady Gruppo Vintage Recordings. Please give this man a follow. He has a really fun YouTube channel. He plays music on vinyl, and it's on a turntable, of course, and he takes requests. So if you guys reach out to him, I'm sure he'll gladly fulfill your requests. And he spotlights other things. He spotlights other sellers in the community, things that they purchase or receive. So please give him a follow. You will not be sorry. How are you, Dawn? Checking in. Hopefully you're doing well. It's so good to see you. Hello, we got Cheryl, Treasures by the Sea. It is so good to see you, friend. I hope you are doing well. Who else is in the chat? Scrolling down. There's our friend Beth. Beth C. It's very good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well, Beth. Please make sure you follow her over on Vamp. She is a reseller over there, the same exact name and same exact logo. So please follow her over there. There is my mother in the chat, Linda. So good to see you, Mom. Hopefully you are doing well. See who else is down here. Checking it. Peppermint Patty. How are you, friend? Happy Friday, everybody. I cannot believe it feels like just yesterday we were selling Christmas and Valentine's. Well, we were selling Christmas.
We were.
Just a few weeks ago, but I cannot believe it's Memorial Day weekend already. It will soon. I mean, it'll be the 4th before we know it. So hello, Lisa. I think I already said hello to Lisa, but you're going to get 2 hellos, Lisa, because my mouse moved funny. We got Miss Whittle one. So good to see you checking in. We got Glowy Girl. How are you? Hopefully you are doing well. So good to see you. Followed by our friend Dawn Steelman checking in. How are you? The one, the only Karen Lord is here with us tonight. So good to see you guys. Hopefully you guys had a good week. You're ready for a fun Memorial Day weekend. There's our friend Helen checking in from the New England area. Please make sure you give her a follow. Same exact name, same exact logo. She has a channel here on YouTube, and she hosts fun live sales. I love her Sunday sale. So make sure you check her out Sundays at noon. It's really, really fun. How are you, Buttermilk and Cream? So good to see you, friend. Thank you all for checking in. I hope you guys bought your hamburgers, hot dogs, veggie burgers, whatever it is you guys like, and are ready to settle in for the Memorial Day weekend. I still can't believe it. Philomena, so good to see you. Now we are definitely spanning the globe. So good to see you. We have Laura in here tonight. How are you? We have Tina of Mother Tucker's checking in. So good to see you, Tina. I feel like it was just a few minutes ago I saw you. We got Heidi checking in all the way from Belgium. So good to see you, Heidi. Hopefully you are doing well over there. Completely spanning the globe now. We're going both ways. Both ways. Hello, Sandy, checking in. Good to see you, Sandy. How are you guys? We got Cindy Lou here in the chat. So good to see you, friend. Who else is down here with us? I see Rosie Clover. How are you, Rosie? How are you? Yes, hello. We are the Greased Lightning Gentlemen. Absolutely. A little summer lovin'. We got Ginger down here in the chat. So good to see you, Ginger. Who else is down here with us? I'm scrolling. There she is. There's Pat Robinson. How are you? Always puts a smile on my face. It's so good to see you, friend. Who else is in here with us tonight? Hello, everybody. Hey, we got John. We're Steel Whisper, but we got John in here checking in from New Jersey. So good to see you. A new name to me. We have Buying Space. So good to see you. We just had a family member check in, the one, the only, Terry Tucker. How are you? Part of the Tucker family. So I think that's going to put us down here back at the bottom. So guys, again, as we go live tonight, our official mod and bid ender is the one, the only Karen G. Sure. Okay, she's okay. You changed your name. It's so good to see you. Welcome, everybody. But Karen G is going to be our official mod and bid ender. If you guys are not following everybody up here on the screen, please, again, make sure you follow them over on Instagram. It's definitely worth your while, especially you want to know when they go live. So I'm going to turn it over to Bill. He's going to tell us how the sale is going to work, and we're going to jump into our goodies for the evening. All you, Bill.
All right, I'm going to do this nice and quickly because we have 10 rounds of auction-style items tonight and an additional 2 rounds of quick claims after our recap. So the most important rule of the evening: if you don't know what's going on, ask us. You can use the chat to ask a question if you're not sure what we're talking about or how the sale is working. We see that most of you here that we see know how the sale works. So anyone in the chat can answer questions. So if you do have a question at any point, please put it in the chat. That's why it's there. Speaking of the chat, you want to make sure you're in the best version of the chat possible. And depending on your device, that means you should see something like live chat all messages or live chat. If you see that you're in top messages, use whatever little toggle switch you have to move yourself over into all messages so that you make sure you see everything that we have. You also want to make sure that your chat is up to speed with where we are in real time, because you may experience a lag at some point during the sale. 2 things you can do about the lag. The first thing is the tried and true method is that you close your YouTube app out, you come back in, click on the sale, and once you get into the sale, make sure you're back in live chat, all messages, and then make sure that little red icon is all the way over to the right. If lagging is a problem for you, you can do another thing. You can actually go to the settings, which is the little gear icon on a device. You might need to tap my face in order for that icon to come up. When your settings icon comes up, you'll get an option called playback speed. If you set playback speed to 2 times, that means it's going to catch you up to where we are in real time. As I said, everything happens in the chat. So it's really important if you are a chatter or if you are someone who's interested perhaps in putting a bid in on something tonight, that you do see the chat as well as possible. So as I said, we have 10 rounds of vintage items tonight. We do like to remind you that they are vintage. They have had previous lives. We will do our best to tell you about any condition issues that you need to know. However, if you have a question about anything while we're showing it, that's the time to ask. Put the question down in the chat. If we don't see it, somebody in the chat will bring it to our attention and we'll get your questions answered. We want everything to be clear before you decide whether or not you want to throw down a bid on an item. So please use the chat to ask your questions. We will describe any condition issues. At the same time, we'll tell you about the item, anything we know about it, anything we know about the manufacturer. If you know anything about the item, please throw that in the chat. We love to learn about things. I can tell you for sure there are a couple things tonight I don't know a lot about. So if people do, that would be really helpful. Once we get a bid or two on something and we've done all the explaining that we need to do about the item, we will do a countdown. We'll do a 20-second countdown, and at the end of that countdown, we will say bid end. When we say bid end, our official bid ender, Karen Gillette, her name is in blue, her icon is a gorgeous daisy. She will type the words bid end into the chat. The highest bid before that bid end claims the item. We do like to remind you that a claim on an item is a promise to pay for that item, and we all expect payment within 24 to 48 hours of invoicing. We'll talk about how we do that in just a minute. But about bidding, there is another thing we want you to know about. Here on the Valentinos, both on Instagram and YouTube, we offer an option called just in case. If you are bidding on an item or you see an item that you really want to maximize your opportunity to get, you may use what we call a just-in-case bid. And a just-in-case bid is you telling us what the maximum amount you might be willing to spend on that item would be. The way that you would do that is you would type the letters JIC with that maximum amount. And if you have the highest just-in-case before the bid end, we will bid you up $1 over the next highest bid or the next highest just in case, whichever one is higher. We do ask 2 things, though, if you do use the just in case bid. Number 1, you be an active bidder on that item. That means you've at least put 1 bid in on that item before your use of the just in case. And secondly, and importantly, that you use the just in case only during the countdown. If a just in case bid comes in before the countdown, we'll expect you to put it back in during the countdown. However, we won't be able to remind you to do that because we don't stop our countdowns once we start them. So if you do put a just in case in before the countdown, put it back in during the countdown. And it's as simple as that. We all bill using PayPal. Brian also accepts Venmo, but we all will accept Venmo because you can use PayPal. You can use Venmo while you're using PayPal. So basically what that means is we will send you an invoice. You're going to click on the link in the invoice. Whether or not you have a PayPal account, you'll be able to pay us through PayPal. You can either use your account or you can check out as a guest. When you're checking out, you can select Venmo as a form of payment if that is the way you like to pay. We do appreciate using PayPal because it provides both buyer and seller protections in case anything happens with a purchase. In order for us to bill using PayPal, we need 4 pieces of information from you. We need your YouTube screen name and your real name, because quite frequently they are different. We need your shipping address, and we need your PayPal email address. You can actually email all of us right now, all 4 of those pieces of information, and just copy each one of us on that same email. If you want to pre-register with us, if you haven't bought from us in a long time, that can be pretty helpful. You should also know that we are all shipping from the eastern/central part of the United States. Just to give you an idea of where we're shipping from, we'll each say that specifically when we go around in a minute. But we all use an online service called Pirate Ship to do our billing, to do our shipping, and that service gives us deep discounts on United States Postal Service shipping and shipping through UPS if necessary. If it's heavy or big or exceeds a certain amount, we may need to use UPS. And I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. I think I went over everything other than each of our shops. So I'm Bill, Garden Guy Bill. I ship from the mountains of northern New Jersey. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. I ship to the U.S. and Canada. And I will be invoicing tomorrow evening. I happen to be in a sale tomorrow afternoon. So if you buy something tomorrow afternoon, I will combine shipping. How about you, John?
I'm John. Everyday Holiday Displays. I ship out of Chicago, Illinois. I will start invoicing Sunday. I am also in the marathon that Bill is also in. We're in different hours tomorrow on Instagram. So I will start invoicing on Sunday. But because I had a few sales this week, it will likely take me into Monday. I will always message you when your invoice is ready and then when your item ships. So you'd have no worry about missing something because you'll always know because I'll let you know. Over to you, Brian.
I'm Brian from MidCentury Mister. I ship from Southern New York, and I will likely be invoicing beginning on Sunday, probably not tomorrow at all, into Monday, possibly Tuesday. I guess it depends how many things we sell.
All right. Real quick, buying space to answer your question, there's no increments. We just ask that it be in full dollars. So we don't do cents. So you can't bid like 20, 25. We want you to bid in full dollar amount. So if you see something you had your heart set on and you want to do a power bid or you want to bid in $5 increments, you can definitely do so. But then also remember, you have the usage of the just in case. So that can really, get you the item that you wanted. So as long as it's full round dollars, no cents, you'll be good to go. So I'm Jason from Other Tucker's Antiques. I ship out of Pennsylvania. Everything Bill said. If you guys purchased from me on Monday's sale or Wednesday's sale, you have an open box. I will be closing all those boxes. I close out every single Saturday. So I package everything and then Tina invoices in the evening. So you'll get something from me tomorrow evening. If you guys want to pick your item up and not pay shipping, that's fine. Just communicate that in the email, and then we will just invoice you for the item. Then we will communicate on when and how you want to pick it up at the shop. I think that's pretty much it. We'll say hello to a few more friends that hopped in, and we're going to get into the sale. Our friend Patty Rose is checking in. So good to see you, Patty. Hopefully you're well. Steele is out shopping, but Steele is still here. I was a little concerned. It's good to see our Jersey ladies are here. And I think that was everybody that I saw pop in. Everybody else seemed to be in the chat earlier. So, and again, as we get ready to get started, we do have the quick claims after the sale, so make sure you guys stick around. We got the 10 rounds of auction up items. I just see Colleen checking in, so good to see you, Colleen. So then after that, then we will do our recap, and then we will offer you guys the quick claim. So we're going to start with Bill, John, and then Brian, and then back to me. So how much is your first item, sir?
I'm going to start with a $10 choice round, Jason. And our theme tonight, if you didn't catch it, is Summer Lovin'. And I sort of have a theme within a theme tonight. So within the theme of Summer Loving, I'm going to show you two ladies that sort of introduce my theme for the evening. The first one is this gorgeous little ceramic mermaid bell. She is a tourist piece. A souvenir piece, and she is super, super cute, sitting on top of this sort of ocean wave bell. She does have a working clapper in her. She is a piece of bisque porcelain, and it's just really, she's just painted very, very nicely. She's super cute. She's got rosy cheeks and some rosiness elsewhere as well, just to give a little definition of her ladiness. But I think she's got a really sweet face. To me, this is like a Napco face. She's not a Napco bell, but she's got a good face on her. And she is 4.25 inches tall. She's in fantastic condition all the way around. So she is your first choice. The second choice is this lady. And she is a piece by UNESCO, believe it or not. She's from the early 1990s, though. Excuse me. In the early 1990s, UNESCO did a whole series of Little Mermaid girls with this gorgeous sugaring. I don't know if it's capturing it really well. Look at that sugaring all over the sort of forest, the ocean floor, as well as her fins, and then her little bodice there. She is super cute. She's a bit bigger than the other one. And let's see, she's from a series called Coral Kingdom, and her name is Charissa. She is Charissa. She is also $10 start bid, and she is 5.5 inches tall. She's in really sweet muted tones of light blue, pink, and light green. I don't know how well it's coming across on the screen, but she's super cute.
There you go, Bill.
I'm just going to show them side by side to give you a side comparison. Then we're going to move along, and we will bring them back at the recap if they don't get claimed. But those are the two choices to sort of kick off my theme for the day. Thank you for your bid, Lisa. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. So if anyone else is interested, now is the time to get your bid in. Lisa is in at 10. So we're looking for 11 or more for choice. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yep, lots of mermaids from me tonight.
They kind of look like sisters, Bill, like a big
Yeah,
sister,
a bigger sister and a little sister. Yeah.
Fun.
There is the bid end. Thank you so much, Lisa. You have a choice at $10. Let me know if you would like the Belle or you would like the Inesco girl. She's also signed on the back too. I should have mentioned that. There's a little shell there. So you can claim the Belle or the larger one. Smaller or larger. Whatever's easy. You can let me know.
All right, let's get John over here. How much is your item, sir?
I have a choice round starting at $16. So as Bill said, our theme is Summer Lovin'. I have a bunch of things, kind of different, a mix of things. I have things for patio parties. I have beach sheath kind of themed things, and also things that are blue and green, because I really love the colors of blue and green for summer. I think they look really nice together. It's one of my favorite color combos. So I have a couple of mugs for choice. Your first choice is this glass bake mug with the green and blue stripes. There's a series of these, or at least a collection of these, and at least 2 other colors. I think there are actually 5 different color variations on this. It is marked glass bake on the bottom. I will say there's a little bit of a slight haze to the pattern on this. I don't think that's dishwasher damage. I just think that's how it was produced by Glass Bake. But because I don't have any of the other ones to match it to, I can't say for sure. But
my blue one is like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the thing is with a lot, and I love the Glass Bake mugs. They weren't the best at quality control.
You're right.
Most of the things that we are collecting, they really, I mean, whether it comes to lots of figurines in my collection have paint splattered all over them. So they just weren't keeping attention to detail like we might today. So that's your first choice, the Glass Bake mug for 16. And then secondly, I have this really fun one. This is a souvenir mug from I think it was a restaurant called Bernard's Surf in Cocoa Beach, Florida. This is from their second 29th anniversary. So people can have second 29th birthdays, but I guess restaurants can also have second 29th anniversaries. This is from October 31st, 1977. This is an Anchor Hawking Fire King mug, also stackable, but I love this kind of script surf font on this one. Jennifer Peppermint Patty, I see you at 16, looking for 17 or more. I just thought this is great for, this sale in particular. And again, it echoes to that time when restaurants and things had fun fonts and looked a little more playful than they might today. The other side of this mug, because I do believe this was one of those things they gave away to folks who attended, it has this cup belongs to. So I think the idea was that you were supposed to write your name in a Sharpie on it. So it kind of claimed it as your own. This one has not been marked that way. So just so you know. So again, 2 choices, the surf mug from Cocoa Beach, Florida from 1977, or the blue and green striped Glass Bake mug. Those are your 2 choices. We're looking for 17 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 17 or more, or that bid end. Patty, I see you just in case of 21. Well, Jennifer. And there's the bid end. Peppermint Patty, let me know if you wanted surf or stripes, and I will watch the comments.
All right, we'll get you going, Brian.
Okay, kind of like John, I have a wide range of summer items and no theme within a theme. So my first is an old metal top, but it's got these great bugs all around it, and so definitely bugs obviously come out more in the summertime. So that's why I wanted to bring it. So it's $12 to start on this piece. The top is good. The bottom does have, as you could see, paint loss because this was used. So it seems like where the top skid across the floor or whatever, and here as well, there is paint loss. But most people are going to display it on the top, and it is really good condition without really much wear at all on the graphic itself. A little bit of wear here around the plastic. This was made by LBZ. I believe it said Germany, although a lot of what I saw was West Germany, but this one is saying Germany on it. I believe the font is really, really tiny around the rim. So I don't think I gave a size. It is about 6 inches in diameter here. It does work. I'm not going to press it and try to whirl it on screen because it will go flying off, but it does work if you wanted to press the lever downward. Just looking for $12, Karen. I see you at 12. Thank you very much. You can see the LBZ letters there. Then there's like CE over here, but really good graphics. Sometimes these obviously get worn or rusted. This one in particular. Oh, you know what? It looks like I didn't realize that. I apologize. It does look like there's a little indentation there, Karen. So if that changes your mind, please feel free to let me know. That's okay. I just caught it in the light. I didn't see it beforehand.
Those graphics, though, are so vibrant and crisp on that.
Yeah, it really is. Again, the bottom has the wear. You can see around it from where it was used, but otherwise the top is good. So let's go ahead. We'll get a countdown started, Karen, assuming you're still okay after I mentioned that one little indentation. If not, though, you can put it in the comments. Let us know. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So looking for 13 or bid end.
That's a nice size one too, Brian. Sometimes the bigger ones are harder to put into your display. That's a good size.
The bugs are just they're fun.
It's fun.
And there's our bid in. So Karen, this is coming to you, and I have an open box for you, so we'll be putting that right in. Thank you so much.
All right. And Patty, to answer your question, it did heat up down here just like it did for you guys. It definitely felt like Memorial Day weekend now here in central Pennsylvania. So $15 choice. I have 2 of these caged flower frogs, okay? One of them does have a name on the bottom. The other one does not. They have, I think, just the great patina that we love, the look. I think flower frogs are great in your summer displays. You know, you guys can use these to pop some of your enamel flowers into. You can pop ephemera into it, or these make great risers. Or you can actually use them as a flower frog. So this is the one that is marked on the bottom. This one is called a Vogue. So it is a Vogue. There's no major dents to any of them, but like I said, they do have that good patina that I think we're going for when we want to use these in our displays. They both have a diameter of about 3.5 inches. So they are both about 3.5 inches. Angela, thank you so much. And then this one is not marked on the bottom, but it's the same kind of style. But this one is more of a, I don't know, this is more of a milky jadeite kind of green almost in the light. And then this one is more of an emerald traditional green. So I don't know if that was a repaint, because the bottoms look a little bit, but still, again, I know we're not wanting these to look, necessarily brand spanking new for our display. So again, I think they are fun just to display as is. I've seen people use these as risers or actually put them back to use. And this is the first time I was able to find cage ones in a long time. I usually find the spiky ones or the glass ones. So Terry, I see you in at 16. Thank you so much. Angela is back in at 17. So we're looking for 18 or more. And we're just going to call them, this one is the Vogue. This one is not. So you'll just say Vogue or not Vogue. That's how we'll claim them. So let's do a countdown. We're looking for 18 or more on the 3.5 inch diameter caged flower frogs. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Oh my God, Patty, that's right. She told us the one time that you can stick all American flags in there, and they make a great centerpiece, especially for your patriotic holiday outings. That would be fun. So there is our bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. So Angela, you get first choice at 17. So just call this one either dark green or light green or Vogue or not Vogue or both if you want both. And then backup will go to Terry for 16. But we got a lag here, so I'll just wait to hear from Angela. Wait an extra moment just because I'm hosting to see which one she wants. So it'd be dark green or light green or both of them. Congratulations. Thank you so much. All right, Bill.
$15, Jason. And I actually have a couple planters tonight. And the first one I have, I'm in love with this one.
I love that.
It is this mid-century amazingness. It's like a basket planter because it has a handle. It is this big, amazing fish. So it is mostly white. It's actually white on like a cream. So there's this spackle, or what often with the mid-century ceramics we call the orange peel finish. It is textured. So this is a finish applied. It's a paint finish applied on top of an already painted piece. And in the tail area and the fin area, you have some sort of charcoal gray color. There's a lot of pink up here in the mouth, and then a lot of blue tones down here in the base. It's just spectacular. It's in great condition. You can see that it was used. There is a little bit of mineralization. There was a line around it. I've cleaned it up pretty well, but a little bit of mineralization on the inside. Thank you, Colleen. I appreciate that. I work hard on it. And it's a good size. It is a really good size, especially if you were to put it in your bathroom. This could hold a bunch of different things, brushes and combs, or I don't know what people put in their bathrooms. I have like beard moisturizer. Maybe I'd put it in there. But it is 8 inches. It's a square, actually, everyone. It's 8 inches from top to bottom, 8 inches from fin to the lips, the big lips. But just such a great thing. And yeah, look at the close up on that texture.
Mm-hmm.
I
love it.
Yeah,
it's kind of like, what do they call it? The orange peel,
orange
almost.
Peel.
Yep. But then what did McCoy call it? Orange peel, Bill? Is that?
Yeah, they did actually. And there's an outside chance this might be McCoy. And then I'm selling a piece of McCoy, and I don't do that. But I wasn't able to verify it. Checked 3 catalogs, couldn't find it. But McCoy and Shawnee were the most common companies to use this particular finish in the mid-century. So this is likely mid-50s, maybe late 50s. But it's pretty fantastic. And it's in really great condition. No chips or cracks. Really, really amazing, actually.
I love
I'm going to put some black behind it. Then I'm going to start a countdown. So if anyone else is interested, now is the time to get in on this really, really cool piece. We're looking for 16 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. How awesome would this look in your amazing mid-century bathroom?
Mm-hmm.
That looks good with that background.
Isn't it good? I always like trying things with this background. All right, there is the bid end. Thank you, Karen. So thank you both for your bids. Terry, with your just in case, this is yours for $17. Thank you so much.
I have a choice round for 18, Jason. I have a couple of sets of shakers. I have a lot of ice cream things in this sale just because I love ice cream any time of year, but especially during the summer. So your first choice are these plastic ice cream soda shakers, little strawberry one with a straw, and then the chocolate one that does not have a straw, but that's how it is. It's not missing it, just how it's constructed. No maker marks or anything noted on the bottom. I do have a set of these, and so the set that I have are made in the USA. I have a set in the original box, which is why I'm parting with this set, but they're still pretty great. I love they just conjure so many great memories for me of soda stuff because, well, a little fun fact, we actually had a soda fountain in our rec room as a kid, so we got to enjoy some of the stuff as a kid too, other than actually going out to get our own. That's your first choice starting at 18. And your second choice goes a lot with kind of what Bill's selling tonight. I have a little under the, what I'm going to guess, under the sea set of shakers. These are ceramic. Now, I don't have a maker on these, but it's a 3-piece set. It is marked B156 on the bottom. So they sit in this little dish. And that's got this kind of like nice minty green. It kind of goes to an ombre effect. And it has this kind of like splatter kind of finish on the side with some pink and yellow mixed in too. So that's a little tray they go in. Then the first shaker is this little starfish. Again, has that pink coloring. They have the original cork stopper. And then the little clamshell has a cork stopper too. I think one of these, I think the starfish, has remnants of sort of a numbering system or something on it too, which I just assume is the same B156. But I couldn't find a maker on these. There's no sticker or anything. Doesn't even look like there was a sticker missing. It just isn't marked at all. So they sit really nicely. And again, great for just display. If you're doing that sort of under the sea kind of look, whether you've got the mermaid bathroom or you're doing displays other places, this is a kind of cute set to have. I had done a little bit of you'd have to be careful with a little bit, but I had done a little kind of shim kind of thing behind it that was so it kind of could tip a little bit, just so you can kind of see it a little bit better in your display. So that's a little to work with a little bit, but just something to think about. Anything you have when you need a little help with displays. But those are the two choices: the ice cream soda shakers that are plastic, or the ceramic set of clamshell and starfish shakers. But I don't see any interest on these. These will come back for the recap. Over to you, Brian.
Yeah, Jason, starting at $20. And when I think of summertime a lot, I think of lemonade and freshly squeezed. So I'm bringing a uranium glass juicer, and it is in very good condition. It has no chips, cracks, or breaks on any part. It does glow really well. Let me try to do this with the light off. See if I can get it to glow somewhat here. And it's got a really bright glow. It's not coming through, of course, but it's a solid thick piece, and it's got a glow to it. And it is 5.5 inches wide. And I believe this one in particular is made by Federal Glass. It's just really shiny, bright, no issues to it at all. Great for a kitchen display, or if you're just a uranium glass collector and like the glowy glass, then this might work in your collection as well.
It's glowing even without your black light on. I mean, that's a vibrant green.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah,
it is a pretty good green. Yeah. And again, like even here, I'm not feeling any chips or anything around the inner pieces or this here, just in good shape. I don't want to be a liar now. Let me do it again, but I don't even think I feel any type of flea bite whatsoever. Whoever had this to keep it in good condition. Patty, I see you're at 20. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Just, solid, heavy. It's actually like almost like weapon weight glass,
Happy Memorial Day. I'm going to throw the reamer at you.
If you're ever in trouble.
Brian's showing that he's a little Jersey.
If you're ever in trouble when you're making lemonade, just, turn it over and, go do what you got to do. But we got a bid. So let's get the countdown started. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So looking for 21 or a bid end. Weapon for the breakfast table, exactly. You never know.
Don't you need the lemon juice for the margaritas and stuff? Like that'd be good for cocktail season too.
Yep. Pat, I threw just in case it's 29, but you didn't need it. So this is coming to you. Thank you very much. And it will also go in your open box. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. My next item is going to start at $20. And I have something unique if I wants to, my screen's acting up. So if it wants to move me over. So I have for $20, I have a dozen plastic fantastic. So you get a dozen, but there are a dozen roses made of seashells. Okay. So the tips of these are all seashells. They're painted in very, your typical red for roses, but it's a really good red if you need some red for a 4th of July display or patriotic display. So these stems have the moldable, so there is like the wire in there so you could bend them. They are being held together by what I believe is the original wire, but you get a dozen of them. And then all of the leaves are the plastic Fantastic. So I believe that these are probably Hong Kong made, probably in the 1960s. Roughly, the stems measure just about 12 inches long. So again, each one of the tops of these are a seashell. It's like one of those little baby conch shells, and then they're painted red, and then they are attached to the plastic stem, and then you have all of the plastic leaves. So you're all ready to go. You could pop them right into your vase, especially great for Valentine's Day. I do think some of the leaves need wiped off a little bit more. I did try to get most of the dust off of these, but I just thought it was really unique and something different. And I know seashells are fun to decorate with in the summertime or all year round. Bill, didn't you have some shell flowers one time, I thought? Were they like this?
Yeah, they were just pink iridescent, so a lighter color than what you had. Yeah.
And I don't know how they have them attached in there, but I got to tell you, they're in there really, really well. So, and then the top part, each one of them is about 1.5 inches long. So it's about either 1 inch to 1.5 inches long. And they do really look like budded roses, like roses that are about to open up. So you're going to get a dozen of them. So you're going to get 12 of them, and they are individual. I just have them all bunched together because they're technically new old stock. They still have their original wire around them. So I'll just wait another moment for the lag. Again, the red is great for Valentine's Day. It's great for all year, but it's really fun, I think, to use these. You know, if you had yourself maybe a Blunique style vase, you could pop it in there. These would look really good. If you had some milk glass and then you put like a blue ribbon around it, be very patriotic, red, white, and blue. If these don't sell, that's probably what I'm going to do with them. So I don't see any interest. That's okay. It was $20. You're getting a dozen. I think that's less than, I think that's like $1.50-ish each for each one of them. So, okay, they will come back in the recap, and we're going to keep it moving on to Bill. All right, sir.
And you can't kill them.
No, you can't. You can't.
Even better. $28, Jason. And I have a little lady. Oh, there we go.
I got you, Noel. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and do a quick countdown on these. We're looking for 21 or more. Let's get myself over here. 21 or more. And again, it's a dozen of them. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you, Noel. We're in at 20, looking for 21 or more. And guys, make sure you refresh a lot tonight. I can tell from our phone. I think we got a pretty gnarly lag tonight. I don't know if it's the weather or the weekend or what it is. Noel, you didn't need it. Congratulations. It's yours for $20. All right, Bill. And I think I had you up here, but I'll put it again. You said $28, right?
Yeah. And we also have that little intermittent screen freezing issue that we had on Monday, Jason, just so you know.
Okay. Is it me or is it everybody?
I have only seen it with you before, but you were seeing it with me before. So I'm assuming it's going to be all of us at some point.
Okay.
But that's fine. It wasn't bad. So I have another little lady who's looking for a home tonight. In this instance, I have this beautiful little Napco mermaid she's got this little pearl that she's holding for dear life. She's actually a lipstick holder. I've sold another piece, and this is a series of ceramic pieces that Napco made with this theme. The ceramic is painted to look like alabaster. So you can see that it has this marbleized look to it all the way around, and then all of the gold detail on top of all the shells here, and then the waves down at the bottom. But she's the star of the show, and super, super cute. I think the piece I had before was her on top of a trinket dish. I think I actually had her at the Mermaid bathroom sale last year. So she is from a Napco line called Tuscany Alabastro. Even has the Napco, one of the classic Napco numbering as well. And she's in great condition, other than needing to be cleaned out a little bit because it looks like someone did use her at some point in a bathroom setting or in a dresser setting. There's no chips, no cracks, and there are drainage holes too. So if she is in a wet environment, you don't need to worry about water sitting down in the middle, in the center of her. Just really, really great condition. And she's super sweet. And she's, it's a big piece, but she's just a tiny little girl. She's the Little Mermaid when she was really little. It is 3.5 inches tall and 3.5 inches from side to side. Just a really, really great piece. The bottom is unglazed. The rest of it is glazed. But again, it's made to look like a marble alabaster effect. But it is ceramic. It's not stone. It's ceramic. Yeah, she's good. So I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. So if anyone else is interested, just keep in mind that lag we've already known we've been experiencing tonight. We're looking for $29 or more for this little lady who looks amazing with black behind her. Equally as amazing.
Yeah.
I want to with this on my wall.
I was just that background really does work.
It does.
Yeah.
And that color matches your Stangl, some of your Hager colors. Like she'll match your other pottery pieces.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. All right, so 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. She's going to have a home. So happy.
I love that sculpt. With the pearl, so good.
Yeah, isn't it good? It's really good. The pearl is not ceramic too. It's some other material, not pearl, but it is some other material. Okay, there is the bid end. Thank you both. So Angela, congratulations. This is yours for $30. I appreciate it.
Start bid of 27, Jason. I have one of the imported blue swung vases, and mine has about 5 fingers. This is about 9 3/4 inches tall. It's this great, what I always call pool blue color. Looks great in displays, or as Jason said earlier, for 4th of July, any patriotic displays. I love this blue for patriotic displays. I'm sort of, I don't know, I have a closer affinity to this than kind of like the traditional kind of flag blue, but I love this kind of brighter blue. And the only condition issue to note really on this is that there is some, like, I don't know, it's like there's this roughness here. I don't know if at some point it got knocked at the bottom, but it's rough there. It's similar to the bottom right here. So Tina, if you didn't hear me say that, I see your 27. If you're okay with that, let me know. But I didn't really notice it until, again, I was looking for the life. I've had this in my collection for a while. It probably does need a little bit of a cleaning at the bottom too. I didn't go down there with anything to clean it because I don't use my vases for real like water flower things. I use them for artificial flowers. I don't have any shell flowers, but plastic. I love some plastic flowers and plastic picks. I do, and then I just have used this in displays as kind of representative of that great kind of ocean or water splash.
I have one of these, John, and it's got a rough spot on the neck.
Okay.
So it must be something with the manufacturing.
Yeah, I have one too that has a rough spot.
Yeah, so again, I mean, the import vases, no maker information on them. I think some of the companies that we're familiar with did import them. And so occasionally they've had stickers on them, but again, it's just one of those things. I've sold them in different colors. I just love these. If you start collecting several of them in different colors, they really look nice together. So Tina's in at 27, looking for 28 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 28 or more, or the bid end.
Yeah, you're right, John. That is a good patriotic blue right there.
Yeah, I'm just partial to it. Again, I know it's not kind of the traditional, like if you look at the American flag and things, but I just love, again, because it conjures summer to me too. There's a bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Tina, this is coming for 27.
All right, Brian.
I've got a choice for $15 start bid, and I have new old stock Napkaware figurines, bisque figurines. So I'm going to hold each of them up. They were kind of giving me a summer feel. I don't know, because of the mushroom for some reason. And I don't know. I know that could be fall, but it was giving me more summer vibes, I think. So this is the first one, and they have the Napkaware sticker on them. I have 2 of each of these figurines. So there's that one. There is this rabbit here with the mouse. Again, Napco. And then you have the bear or whatever animal that is with the skunk. So again, $15 to start on these, and you had them. This is the box that they came in. square, just a basic box, so nothing exciting. But there's 2 of each one. You can see the other 3 in there. And then I'll put them up again so you can see each one individually.
Yeah, I equate the mushrooms with summertime too, Brian. Absolutely.
And these were made in Taiwan, and because they're bisque, I'm thinking 80s.
Yeah, they're fun.
They're kind of, it could be late 70s as well. It's kind of like that crossover style too, for me, like the eyes and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And this kitsch is getting just as hard to find as the heavily, glazed ceramic pieces. Like even these bisque ones from that era are getting so hard to find.
There's no damage to any of them because they've all just been tucked away in that box for a while.
So good.
Yeah.
These are great to put into plants too. I feel safe putting these kinds of ceramics in plants.
Agreed. And how many different ones do you have, Brian?
So there's 3 styles and there's 2 of each one.
Okay. My God, that's kitschy. Now, is that a little bear there, or was he a little?
I think he's a little bear.
Okay, yeah, a bear, dog, and a bunny.
Although, if you look at his backside, I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. He's got it. I think he's got a bear butt. I'm going to say he's got a bear butt.
I think so.
Yeah, yeah.
Patty, I see you at 15. Thank you very much for your bid. Let's go ahead. We'll get a countdown started. Again, choice, and there is 3 styles, 2 of each. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we'd be looking for 16 or the bid end.
And they have good crisp details. Like sometimes they get muted, that bisque stuff, but they're really.
The color's very good on all of them. The orange is bright. And there's the bid end. So Patty, if you want to just let me know which ones you might be interested, ones you might be interested in. You could say rabbit, bear, or dog.
Oh my God. And that dog licking his mouth like that.
I like the frog.
God. My God. She said the mouse bunny.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
All right, guys. My next round is going to be choice at $22. I like to use Amberina in my summer display. So these are Moon and Star. I think one of them is Kanawaha, and I think the other one is Ellie Smith. I got them together, and the only reason why I'm going to ask for some help is that I've never seen a base like this on any of these. It is their traditional blocked Ellie Smith base, but usually you have like an eye in here almost. You have like another piece. Both of these don't have that, but they both are very similar, and I have never had one of these sculpted, almost rose top, bulbed compotes. So I have researched and researched and researched. I have not been able to find an example like this. Have you guys ever seen one of these with Moon and Star, this kind of a top?
I've seen the top. I've never seen one without any detail on the pedestal.
Well, and then the next one I'm going to show you doesn't have the detail either. But Bill, you've seen the top because I've usually seen them like this.
No, I've definitely seen the Rose Bowl. That's a Rose Bowl top.
Okay, that's what I thought. Well, I've never, in all the times, and me and Bill, especially around here, and I'm even sure up there where Brian is, we're kind of in the land of Moon and Star. This is the first one I've ever seen, and I couldn't even find a price point to even know how hard these are or what they are worth. But it is Amberina. I am assuming it's Ellie Smith. It has a really, really good glow here to the base with the cadmium. So, you have a really good concentrated bottom piece. This one measures about 7 inches tall by 5.5 across. So, again, sometimes when it came to these sculpts, thank you, Patty, I see you're 22. When it came to Ellie Smith, they either did a full ruby one or they did the true Amberina that went from like a yellow into, that does look like persimmon there in the middle. And then we have ruby here on the top. So no chips, no cracks. And then, of course, we have the Moon and Star around. So I thought these would look good together. I did find them together. The first one was 7 inches tall. This other sculpted top is 6.5 inches tall. It has the same exact center. So
That's
again,
bizarre.
I know. I tried to do some research. I don't know. I can't imagine. Here's what's even weirder is usually when Ellie Smith made it, it did not it was a distinct square. This distinctly rolls into itself. So you are either going to get some kind of a factory flaw, or you're going to get something that's made by a different glass company, because, Kanawaha made it. Wyshire, I think.
It looks like an Amberina ice cube.
It does. It does. So, and I know you guys are probably like, oh, Jason brought Moon and Star again, but these are definitely unique. So even if you do have one of these, you're not going to have it with a base that looks like this. So I cannot tell you who exactly made this, although it feels like Ellie Smith. And it feels like, especially I've sold it before, that it looks like the color concentration on it is very late 1960s, so I believe it's 1960 Ellie Smith. But
I wonder if they made a mold and forgot to put it on there. And then after they ran a few, they were like, oh, crap, we don't have.
It could be. And the only reason why I have two is it came from the same estate. So I bought 3 pieces of Moon and Star Amberina. One is the oil lamp, but these two came together. So, if they came out and were a flaw, they were probably bought by the same person at the same time. So we're 23 looking for 24 more. Again, these are the Amberina. They do both glow. There are no chips. There are no cracks. There might be just a few. Oh, look at that glow on there. And even if you lit it up from the bottom, I mean, oh my God, the cadmium in that. This just speaks summer to me. To me, this is just summertime. Hot, warm, all these great colors. This is great, all year round. It's even great in your fall display. So,
Jason, where you live, that could have come from an employee's collection.
I was just thinking the same thing. I wonder if somebody took it home with them.
It very easily could have been. All I'm telling you guys is that I know that I bring a lot of Moon and Star. If you guys want a very unique compote, this one is going to be very unique in the aspect that I have been to shows here in Adamstown where people come from the area with factory pieces, and I've never seen the center base like that. So I think that's very unique. So if you were going to get a piece to add to your collection, I think these would be really fun. And I have never, ever, even in my store, sold the Rose Bowl top. So you're either going to choose between the Rose Bowl or the traditional compote. Both have the same center here in the finial in the middle part. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. The only issue with them is they might have a straw mark, but there's no gnats in the manufacturing. So you'll choose from 1 or 2. We're at 25, looking for 26 or more. We are doing just in case. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Hey, Bill, that looks like a Jolly Rancher.
Of course it does, Jason. I was waiting for you to say that.
I keep thinking like Hall's Cough Drop, the cubes or something.
Agreed.
That's a good one too, John. Yeah.
And again, guys, these are really fun, and you're not going to have another piece like this. So there's our bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. So Patty, with your just in case of 43, you get first choice at $27. Let me know, did you want the rose or the compote? The rose or the compote? And again, they came from the same estate, and I think they would look good, on a mantle. Okay, Patty, you got the Rose Bowl. Congratulations. Thank you so much. So Terry, let me know if you wanted the other one, which is the compote. If you pass, it'll go back to Daisy Girl. And I think that's all we had bidding. So Terry, let me know if you wanted the other one in the chat. This one you could have for $26. And I will move it over here to Bill. All right, Terry, it's yours. Thank you so much. All right,
it looks
Bill.
like what an ice cube looks like in a glass of whiskey.
This is true. You were right.
All right, so I have some artwork tonight, a couple rounds of artwork, wall art, probably not surprising. This is going to start at $38, Jason, because I've never brought an actual original watercolor to a sale before, but I have this one, and I think she is spectacular. She is amazing. She's just got the biggest mermaid tail you ever did see, and she is painted by a known artist. I looked him up online, named Newton Smith. You can find some information about him in 1972, nearly as old as I am. And it's in really, really great condition. I actually have looked at the painting quite a bit, And maybe a little bit like Cher. Yeah, Patty.
Yes.
This is Cher as a mermaid. I love it. I've looked at all the different areas of this, and I don't find any damage. I don't find any irregularities, but it is an unframed piece, and it is painted on top of cardboard. It's a very, very hard cardboard. I don't know if this is artboard, maybe from the 1970s. This was, what they might cut in a studio to size. I'm guessing that's what it is, but I can't be sure. But I thought the colors in it were really great. It was kind of screaming summer under the sea. It's like if there was a sunset under the sea, this is what it would look like. If Cher was a mermaid, this is what she would be. And I just love the detail of all these fish. I mean, the fish are pretty spectacular. They definitely have like an Asian influence to them, like a koi carp kind of look. And it's really big, as you can see. It's a big, big piece. It is 17 inches from side to side, yet it's only 6 inches from top to bottom. Yeah, and it's definitely groovy, psychedelic, because it's of the time, early 1970s. But let me just give you a really great...
she also has areas that are blushing.
She does. In all the right places.
And that's a great background, especially if you guys were going to build off of that for a display, put other fish in front of her or your other mermaids.
I've had her for a few months now, saving her for a mermaid sale, and she's been in a cabinet just to my left, just up against the back of it, and I have some Chinese gods that were statues that were in front of her. It is just a really beautiful thing to sort of put in the background of something. Really fantastic. I love it. I love the colors because they are like my 70s colors, like the Tupperware score I had yesterday. These would look really good with my Tupperware. What?
Does any of that glow under black light?
Well, it is the 70s. I didn't try it. It didn't occur to me, but it is the right time for that, I guess.
I just didn't know.
Well, the white glows because white always glows, but no.
Right. Okay.
No.
Another Tupperware haul, Bill?
You didn't see it? Oh, no, that's the one I posted. That's the one I posted yesterday. But we'll bring her back at the recap so we can let the guys go.
All right, John.
Choice starting at $12, Jason. I also have some artwork, but I have some print ads, which I think work great as artwork. Again, 3 choices in this round. Your first choice is from 1945. This is a Janssen swimsuits ad. This with the terrific and the ladies on top of the fella who's surfing, or what did they call that? I'm blanking on what they call that.
Boogie board?
No, what's the thing where you go behind? You've got like the
jet ski.
Jet skiing.
Water skiing.
Water skiing, jet skiing, yeah. Right, water skiing is more accurate. This is 10 inches by 13 3/4 inches. There is some browning on these ads I always like to point out. What's fun about this is I love learning things too along the way, that at some point Janssen was actually making its own tanning lotion. So there's a little promotion at the bottom of this ad for that. So that's your first choice, starting at $12. Your second choice is from 1953. This is a Lifesavers ad for a breathtaking rescue. Grab those lifesavers. So there's a little life surf stand or lifeguard stand. Still only 5 cents back in 1953. I don't know how much longer that lasted. This one is 10 1/4 by 14 inches. You can definitely see this one does have that browning or foxing to it, which I actually think kind of adds to it just because of the whole sand kind of look to it. So that's your second choice. And then finally, this is from 1956. This is a Tasty Freeze ad. The only place to get these Tasty Freeze treats. So they're promoting the dip top cones, the malts and shakes, the banana split. And those are featured during the month of June for different dates. This also has this little promotion. Kathy, I see you in at 12, looking for 13 or more. They were selling these double wall thermo tumblers at the time. So for just 29 cents, you could get any 4 of those. What I've been learning a lot recently with some other items I've been selling is that my hometown, place where I'm living right now, Chicago, Illinois, had a lot of things happening. And this is where Tasty Freeze was based years ago. Muggsy, I see in at 13, looking for 14 or more. And if you saw my preview, this ad is actually a double kind of a bonus, because the other side of this ad is a kind of outdoor barbecue ad from the Broiler Association of America or something. So it's a pretty cool ad on the other side of this one. So you're kind of getting a bonus if you choose the Tasty Freeze ad in this choice round. So going through them one more time, Tasty Freeze from 1956. The Lifesavers for a breathtaking rescue. Kathy, I see you back in at 14, looking for 15 or more from 1953. And then the 1945 Jansen swimsuits ad, again, the water skiing couple. I don't know. She looks kind of scared about what's happening on top of there. I don't know if she's regretting her move, or maybe he's not as strong as she thinks he thought he was. Muggsy's back in at 15, looking for 16 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 16 or more, or that bid end.
That jet ski one is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I've in some other ads I've sold recently, I couldn't find any information, but there are people who have some renown who were the ones who are doing these illustrations for the ads and then editorials of their time. So they are art, in fact.
They are.
You know, you can find series of these. Kathy, I see you're just in case of 20, and that was just before the bid end. So for 16, because you had your just in case, let me know if you wanted, we'll call this ski, we'll call this lifesavers, and we'll call this, I don't know, ice cream, just to make it easy. And then Muggsy, you were back in at 15. If there are anything left that Kathy didn't choose and you want those, let me know. I will watch the comments and I will turn it over to Brian.
All right, sir.
Starting bid of $10 for choice, Jason. And I'm bringing something, if you're into the tiki bar and tiki culture and that sort of thing, I'm going to hold up 3 different ones. This first one is from Odagiri, and it is marked on the bottom. All of these are ceramic. None of them have any damage, no chips, cracks, or breaks to them. This one is 7.5 inches tall, and like the Tiki God style, really good condition, as I just said. That's the first choice. It does have the Odagiri sticker. Second choice, that's the tallest one. Next one is 6 inches tall. This one is an Orchids of Hawaii. Again, no damage. There's a little manufacturer's flaw here. It's like an extra piece of ceramic that's under the glaze. This is this style for the second one. 6 inches tall on that. Orchids of Hawaii on the bottom. And then the smaller one, still a decent size, but smaller in comparison to the other two, is 5.25 inches tall. Also Orchids of Hawaii. And this one is from Leilani. If I'm saying that right. I think I'm saying that right. And this one is a double-sided, unlike the other two. So there's 2, depending on which way. You can display it in an area that's seen from front and back. And so just looking for $10 on your choice. You can see next to each other, kind of the height difference there.
Gosh, these are so fun.
I know that there's all kinds of styles of these, different colors. A lot of Orchids of Hawaii. This is the only Odagiri one that I've seen. Mostly what I come across is Orchids of Hawaii. I think they were the main maker from what I've seen. Really good shape, though. I think this one is my favorite out of the 3.
That one's a really unique sculpt that you don't see that often.
I think these 2 might be a little more common compared to the last one.
But those seem to be your quintessential tiki faces when it comes to the gods.
This is more like feeling like almost Easter Island-ish.
Yeah.
No damage to any of them. They're all in really good shape. Some crazing, I guess you could kind of see a little bit. But since this is a dark ceramic anyway, it doesn't really come through. I'm not really seeing too much crazing on this one.
They make fun vases too. You know, you could use them as flower vases on your table for the summertime.
Some crazing there. They're good for utensils, straws at a bar, that kind of thing.
So fun.
Tall stirring spoons. The swizzle sticks are great to display in them as well. Just $10 per bid. It doesn't look like we have interest, so we'll keep it moving.
All right. And hello, Bug. Good to see you, friend. Hopefully you're doing well. And if you are not following these fellas, please follow all of them over on Instagram. All the links are down there in the description. Please make sure you're following Bill here on YouTube and John as well. I have a fish, and it's made by Heisey Glass, although it kind of mimics the Viking sculpt. So if you love the Viking fish, This is going to fit in with it beautifully. It is clear glass. It is made by Heisey. It's unmarked Heisey. This was marketed as their bookends. So you could have bought, two of them and butted them up and used them as bookends, or they just became single figurines. So you can see how high quality the glass is. I have to say that there might be that might be schmutz on there. There might be a little roughness to the mold, but there's no chips. I'm feeling like it's a little rough here, which is different for Heisey. So I don't know if maybe that is a chip, but it's right where the mold is. Okay, so Heisey was very elegant glass. They usually didn't let anything leave the factory with any rough spots. So I just want to note that is a little rough right there. So he does have great details on him. Hopefully you guys can see that. This would be fun if you underlit him, kind of like I'm doing with my black light. He would glow, or she would glow. It is an angel fish. Again, made by Heisey. It's about 7 inches tall by roughly about 5 inches wide. So again, this is fun to mix in with your Viking fish if you would do so. It is a nice weight. This would make a great paper weight. It would also make a great figurine, and it could be used as a book, and if you had something else kind of to weight the other side with it. So again, it is double-sided. They did give details on both sides, and it sort of looks like he is riding a wave down here on the bottom, and then the bottom is completely polished. So again, I would have to assume that kind of Viking or New Martinsville kind of had the same exact sort of sculpt. Theirs is just a smidge larger, and the base is different, but it is the same kind of fish in essence. So hopefully that's reading through there pretty good. I know you guys can see that. Again, I would light this up with something, and how great would that look as your backdrop for summer? It almost looks like an ice sculpture right there. So exactly, Karen. You put a nice light base under that, and you light this up, especially since it's got such a crystal. It's such a high grade of glass. It's going to really, really glow in your background. So again, $24 if anybody's interested. It is Heisey glass. So there is that side. There's that side. Not seeing any interest. That's okay. We can bring him back during the recap. And let's get Bill over here. Oh, you're muted, sir.
I'm going to do my complicated to hold up round. So I have a choice starting at $40, and each choice is a set of 3. So the first choice is a set of...
Wait, Bill, I got a bid real quick. Let me do a quick countdown. I got a feeling we got a weird lag tonight. Thank you, Patsy. I see you're 24. We're going to do a quick countdown, and we'll get right back to Bill's round. 25 or more, counting down from 20. We are doing just in case if you're an active bidder. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you, Patsy. You got the bid at 24, looking for 25 or more. That's a weird lag. The way the comments are coming in. There's our bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. And now we'll get back to Bill's choice round at $40.
Right. So the first choice is a set of 3 identical, amazing pink and green and yellow chalkware fish. These are Miller Studio, and they are the older ones. These are in 1978. Just amazing colors. They are 6 inches long, 3.75 inches tall. And again, you would get 3 of them if anyone is interested. In terms of condition, when it comes to chalkware, these are in great condition. There aren't any chunks or chips. There are little areas of paint loss, just like 1 or 2 areas on each. Very, very small. 2 of the 3 do still have their original metal hangers, but I'm going to show you each one just so you can see the paint and how good it is on each one. So that's one. This is the one. This also has its hanger. This one's in exceptional condition, and they just glow. They're like glowy fish. I think they're fantastic.
Very tropical.
Yeah, and that's how big they are. So there are 3 of those. The other choice, also at $40, is a set of 3 acrylic seahorses. And they are the seahorse family. So there are 3 of them, and this is the largest, and they go in descending sizes. So this is the first one. This is the largest seahorse at 10 inches tall. These are all also in remarkable condition and still have their original price tags on them from Linens D or something like that. I don't know.
Maybe that was department.
Is that a department store?
Maybe it was the department. And
yeah, maybe it is the department.
Yeah.
And this is a fun set because the middle size is in the white background, the white acrylic. So you have, I don't know, a papa and a mama. And then the smallest one is back in the black. So a nice set of 3 acrylic seahorses with those abalone shells in them. And then all that really colorful, glittery sand that they put into the various parts of them. And I think all of them do have stickers on the back. Pretty fantastic. So the first choice is the set of 3 seahorses. If anyone is interested,
Wow.
that's what they look like together. And then the second choice was the set of 3 Miller Studio chalkware fish, which would be really cool because they could look like they're swimming in a school. I think that's really neat. But I'll bring them back at the recap so people can think about it. Or Patsy will give us a bit of 40. So we're gonna have to time ourselves today.
Yeah.
So we're looking for 41 or more on the set of 3 chalkware fish or the set of 3 seahorses. Kathy is in at 41. I will start a countdown after I do this one more time and this one more time, just to give us a little bit of lag time to catch up.
Yeah.
So we're looking for 42 or more for choice. We're looking for 46 or more for choice. Active bidders might want to use it just in case. I normally don't make that announcement, but with the lag, you might want to use it just in case today. So we're looking for 46 or more for choice. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Gosh, with both of these, you could have a mermaid bathroom just like Tina's.
Instant.
So just looking for the bid end from Karen. Go ahead, Jason.
I don't think you can ever have too many lucite seahorses, truth be told.
Especially when you got a nice white one to throw into that mix, because not so easy to find. There's the bid end. Thank you everyone for your bids. Patsy, you have first choice at 47. You could let me know if you wanted the seahorses or the fish. And then Kathy, your backup, obviously. And if what's remaining is what you wanted, it is yours. I'll watch the comments, John, so we can move along.
All right.
Starting at $24, Jason.
You got it.
So I told you I have lots of blues and greens in my sale this evening. I have this Holiday by Thermos. This is a quart size thermos. It is 13.5 inches tall by 3.25 inches in diameter. It's pretty clean on the inside. Probably could use, a good wash because it's just been sitting around for a while. But I don't think there's anything, didn't look gross or anything to me. If you want to use it as it is. What's cool about this, and I'm hoping the camera picks up on this. So at some point, this spent some time in the sun. So you can kind of see how it used to be a much darker green, but it got hit by the sun. So there's this great ombre effect that kind of happened to it. And normally, the sun fading things that we love would not be something that I'd be into. But I love what it did to this particular piece. Again, I love this just for display as is. If you're a thermos collector, or if you want to start inserting some of these in your collection, I think this is a nice one to have because it's so unique because of the way it got faded over time. Now, there are some little bits of marks where the paint kind of got left behind or from use or whatever, but the real winner is just the fact that it does that blue to green, green to blue, kind of fading from the sun over time.
And I love, and it's like a diamond effect in between the lines, right?
Yeah, so it's very mid-century. It's very just the style of it, the fact they did this grid, kind of like the squares, and then they did this kind of alternating, not quite squares here and there, because some of them are bigger than others. But it's just a really cool kind of piece, generally, this style is nice, but I think the way that this got hit by those rays of sun somewhere at some point, I don't know if someone was taking this to work site or if it was just sitting on a shelf somewhere. But like I said, sometimes we all fall victim to things that have been faded by the sun. But this was one of the things where I think it kind of made it even better than it would have otherwise been.
And these even look good in the fall, like into your winters, like, the green and the blues for
Yeah,
Christmas.
for sure. I actually had used this. I'd pull this out not just for summer, but for my St. Patrick's Day display, because I love mixing blues, like especially that lighter blue, into some of my St. Patrick's Day stuff. I actually have some die cuts, some shamrocks that were hit by the sun at some point.
Yeah.
So I had the kind of bluish green shamrocks that went really nicely with this. But again, it will take a sort of maybe I'm the only kind of weirdo out there that loves kind of this kind of thing, but I will bring this back for the recap and turn it back over to Brian.
I have 2 of these holiday in the same shape, not that one. I love them. They're so nice to hold, but I love the bullet look of them.
Yeah,
The bullet is cool.
What's fun about those is that you can actually still use them. And if you know anyone that has like a classic car and you want a gift for them, they do stage their classic cars with those thermoses.
Oh, interesting.
So that's really fun too. So, all right, Mr. Brian.
All right, we're gonna start at $45.
Okay.
And I'm bringing a harder to find angel for June. This is a fine A quality angel. If you've seen some of our sales over time, you might recall that I have had acquired almost a year's worth of these particular angels in this fine A quality. Some of them were broken, but I've been bringing the ones that are not broken. And she is in very good condition, and she has no damage to her. Her wings are good. No cracked or broken halo. She's just in good shape. The lettering is maybe just a little bit of wear on the N, if you could kind of see it right there. But she's representing June and being a bride, because a lot of people, a little less now, I think we get married all times of the year, but June obviously used to be a big month for getting married, and so that's why this is a bride. They have all the seasons, all the holidays in this particular line, Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Easter, so forth, and then some kind of random representations of other months that are not as big in a holiday. It does have the sticker on the bottom, just a little bit of curling there. Otherwise, the sticker's good. And she is 4.25 inches tall.
Gosh. And I love how 3-dimensional her bouquet is. Do you know what I mean? Like it's very chunky, the porcelain, unlike some of the other angels.
Yeah, like it obviously, what you're saying, it comes out,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I believe as far as I can tell, the spaghetti trim is all good. It's always possible. There's a little smidge somewhere, but it looks like it's in good shape. The flowers are also good here.
And does that spaghetti have a slight pink hue to it? Sometimes they have like a little pink hue.
It doesn't really. Yeah, it's
Okay.
mostly gold. It might be coming
Gotcha.
off a little pink, but I think it's just because the light's overhead. So looking for 45 to start. Again, no damage to her. She's in really good shape. I got all 12 of these, and I think like 3 or 4 of them had broken wings, but we're making do with the ones that don't.
Yeah. Those faces, I like the faces on those.
She's got good eyelashes.
Yeah. Gorgeous piece.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like them better when the wings are gone.
You like them better with their wings gone?
Sometimes.
Because you
I can
do
see
stuff
that.
with them? Like you don't feel bad doing stuff to them or whatever.
Oh well, no. I mean, I'm not the one breaking them, but if they've lost their wings already and they look good from display. I mean, like I'm not. I think there's still value there. I know some people. I actually have a good friend who crafts with the broken angel, so I've shipped box stuff up and sent them over to her often.
Yeah, I think like you can whenever it's broken, you can kind of craft guilt free, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I like you, Brian. I bought a set of 12 calendar angels, and a good half of them had some issues, and a couple had issues that weren't disclosed. But yeah, there definitely uses for them beyond if they're not in perfect condition.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys. I mean, some people here might remember too. Rhonda, the crack kitten, if anybody's familiar with her. She brought all my broken Christmas figurines.
That's what I'm talking about. I've sent Rhonda because
Yeah.
she's localish.
That was that was like our weird and quirky sale, and she bought all the broken figurines to craft with.
Yeah, I sent everything broken to her.
I got you. So let's keep it moving, and she will be back at the recap.
All right. Hello, Marketplace Boutique. So good to see you. My next round's going to start at $20. I was surprised when I did some research what this goes for. I have a piece of English porcelain. It is a shell and it is a planter. It's in very good condition. I believe this is more 80s, 90s. So we're not talking mid-century porcelain, but it is this gorgeous white shell, and it is from England. And this would be great this time of the year, not only as we head into summer, but this is a great bright white to use in a red, white, and blue. So it is made by Colport, and it is the country where, and it is made in England. And that is the stamp on the bottom. There's lots of detail to this. Amazing detail. If you guys love high glazed porcelain, if you love to use it for different things, this would be a great piece for you. This would be fun, especially if you guys had some sort of a get together. This would be fun. You could go ahead and put your plastic, knives and forks in it. Take this out and use it. You could use it as a planter. This would be great in your mermaid bathroom. You could actually put things in it. I could actually, some folks I know, they use face towels as your hand towels, and then you could roll them up and lay them in there sideways, maybe even a red, white, and blue in your bathroom so that folks could use that, in the powder room. So again, it is a gorgeous seashell. This is really fun, especially if you guys do nautical things. Maybe you guys do, maybe New England style decor, shore point things. This definitely
or they do boathouse decor.
Yes, or even if you do a shabby chic or even farmhouse decor, this would definitely fit in since it's such a bright white porcelain. The measurement on it, it's a nice size. That's why I was saying with the different little towels. Thank you so much. I think it's pretty too, guys. It is about 8 inches long, so it's about 8 inches that way. You could. It's glazed enough. You could throw the tater salad in there. You definitely could, Patty. It's about 8 inches wide, and it's about 4 inches tall. So if you guys do any sort of research on this company, believe it or not, this is a very sought-after piece. Coral Port here, and it is made in England. I don't know that it's like extremely old. I do believe it's more, quote, contemporary, but it still falls under the vintage. So none of these little points here have chips or damage to them. It is porcelain, so it is a nice lighter weight. And again, there you don't have to worry about crazing on this. So, and actually, Patty, all jokes aside, it is glazed enough. As long as you don't go clinking and clanking this around, you definitely could put something edible in there. So I'll just put some black behind it so you guys can see the great detail on it. I know that y'all might just think, oh, it's just a white porcelain shell, but it is a high quality made in England piece of porcelain. It is very high glazed. It is a thicker porcelain, and it is in superb condition. So again, here is your bottom one more time. That is the maker, and it is the Country Fair, as you guys can see. Thank you so much, Robin. I see you in at 20. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 21 or more. And again, you guys could use this for your shrimp cocktails. I don't know that I'd go putting a lot of ice in this, but you definitely could multi-purpose this. And it is honestly a very, very nice size. So you could put all kinds of, maybe you even want to put other seashells in it, and then you could put like a pillar candle inside that, maybe fill it with sand and use it as your display. You could even use the flower frogs that I sold, pop one of those in there, and then put American flags in it like Patty was saying. I think that would look very patriotic for your summer, especially if you guys have a beach house, boat house, shore point, whatever it might be. So let's go ahead and count this down. We're looking for 21 or more. Robin has the top bid at 20, so 21 or more on a piece of English porcelain. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, if you had like John's blue vase, maybe if you had those roses I sold earlier in this, you definitely got your red, white, and blue covered for the upcoming holidays. Good colors. There's the bid end. Thank you so much, Robin. You didn't need it. Congratulations. It's coming to you for $20. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you. All right,
I
Bill.
know what I would put in that, Jason. I would put my seashore party stirrers in that. How awesome would that
Yes.
be? So these are going this package of seashore party stirrers. That's going to be hard for me. $24 start bid if anyone's interested. And as far as I know, they're new old stock. It does look like someone reattached the back because I'm guessing it came off, but I don't think they've ever been out of the package. They're still sort of in their elastic. So this is a souvenir from Florida. It says down here, made in Hong Kong. So it gives us a little indication of the age. But this is a set of 10 drink stirrers. And I know for certain that the white portion is plastic. I can't verify what the silver pieces are made of. There is a bit of weight to them, so it might be a lightweight metal or it could be plastic. I don't know, but there are 10 of them in 5 different designs. There's a seahorse, there's a lobster, there's a swordfish, there's an octopus, and then there's a mermaid. So there's 2 of each of those. The stirrers themselves are 5.5 inches long, and I just thought, if this is your vibe and you have a place where you do beach, these are something someone needs for that space. Plus, the packaging is pretty cool as well. But again, they are marked made in Hong Kong, right here along the edge. And my guess would be 70s, but they could be a little older, a little newer than that. I don't know, but my guess would be 70s, just based on the graphics and the colors. They're made by Burger, like an actual burger. I looked up the company. I couldn't find much about it at all. But I think these are... Go ahead.
I was going to say there's no barcode on it, right?
No barcode, nope. And it looks like the complete packaging is here. I just think the plastic probably came off at some point and someone reattached it with really what's now old and brittle tape.
See, I love the logo on the top. The top part
nice, right? Isn't that nice?
That's even fun to repurpose. And a lot of these that I have for my Wildwood collection, that's how they sold them. They were taped originally from the factory.
Yeah.
They were taped on.
So, Jason, if you had a drink and you needed to stir it, which one would you choose?
Probably the swordfish. I used to collect Tina collected mermaids and I collected swordfishes. So,
Brian, which one would you choose?
I'm torn between the octopus and mermaid. So I think I would still go with the mermaid.
And John?
Is that a mermaid or a seahorse?
That's a seahorse. That's
Seahorse.
a mermaid. Seahorse. Oh, it's funny. I would take the octopus. So we just need someone who wants the lobster, and then we're all set. So yeah, I just think they're super cool. Super cool.
All right. Get you going, John.
Starting at $32. So what would a backyard party be without some party lights? So I have this set of party lights, and you're thinking, fine, John, like they're great, right? But they're even better when they're lit up. And I don't like usually working with things you need to plug in. But when they're plugged in, look at the pinks on this. So like it's one of those things where you don't really see it. Let me turn up the light for a second so you can see that. So see how that, and then when they're on, they're pink. So it's a set of 10 lights. It is 114 inches long, so it's 9.5 feet. So there are 10 of these like plastic blow mold style kind of bulbs on them. I couldn't find another set like this. They're kind of spiky in kind of the pattern or kind of the texture on them. So there's like a yellow one, a pink one, orange, and then kind of a cream, kind of white. And then those repeat. If you want to know about the cord itself, the cord's in good condition. From the last bulb to the plug, because that sometimes is important, that is 33 inches. So you've got a pretty good length at the end of the cord. And then the end that I'm holding, you can plug another set into them. Yes, definitely like that pufferfish texture. Yep. But I love these. These are getting more and like more collectible, the different styles. The owls go for a lot, it seems. Some of the pagoda lights. I've seen some cooler, like more recent ones. So if you're into them, there are definitely some newer ones out there. Some brands have even done their own. So I think I saw like Heinz ketchup bottles or something. But I like these just because they're super fun. And again, for your backyard party to kind of drape them somewhere, if you have a little bit of a section of something to draw attention, like you have your shell dip bowl Jason's got me thinking about the dip I want to have after this live is over. So
It does really sound good.
this always happens during like these lives when they're in kind of like, because I miss the actual dinner hour when I go live. So I'm always thinking about what I'm gonna have afterwards. But $32 again, the whole set, 10 bulbs on the light string, 9.5 feet long in total from end to end. But I will put these aside and bring them back for the recap. Over to you, Brian.
Jason, I have a choice round starting at $12, and this choice round is ice cream related. So the first option is you will get 4 cold spot cups here, unused, in good condition. So there's 4 in total, and they're like got a waxy coating around the outside. The cold spot is on both sides. And with that, you're also going to get a couple of vintage Dairy Queen plastic spoons. So that's your first choice. I'll hold them up again, but just wanted to get both in here. The second choice is these Dixie Clown, also ice cream cups. And there's 12 of these. Yes, 12 7-ounce dishes. And they're also in very good condition. And they have a fun clown on them. And you could have also bought, it looks like, cups and plates that matched at the time. The box has a little bit of wear, as you could see, some crushing. It does have the cellophane in there still, some issue here. But the cups themselves are in good shape. And with that, you're also going to get, I have this toy ice cream set. So this is the scooper. And
oh my God.
There are 6 plastic spoons.
Ryan is bundling tonight.
He is.
I felt like they were they're still a little bit smaller, but they matched size better for this one in particular. So those are your 2 options. $12 start bid on the bundles. And cups have not been used before. I'll show that this box again. It has some little bit of wear to it, but fun advertising. And let's see. Trying to see if it says where it was made. Greenwich, Connecticut. I don't know if it was actually made there, but that's what it's saying.
Oh my God. There's not even the advertising on the box. Even if you just pop that into your display, do you know what I mean? That in of itself, it's a twofer.
It definitely.
It's fun.
William, I see you're 12. Thank you very much. Show these again. Set of 4 of these. I just noticed actually maybe there's a little discoloration here from where they were sitting. Maybe not actually. No, that wouldn't make sense. Never mind. Ignore that thought for a second. So it is the waxy coating, as you could kind of see, as those cups used to kind of have like the plasticky remnants almost. It's not like it falls off, but it's just like a little bit of texture to it. Karen, I see 14. Thank you. And again, that comes with the 2 dairy. Is it showing the logo? 2 Dairy Queen spoons.
So fun.
Yeah. So we got
Here you, Gavin.
Got a couple of bits. So let's go ahead. We'll get the countdown started. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So looking for 15 or the bid end.
That cold spot.
William, just a case of 28. Thank you so much.
Gosh, just love it.
And there's the bid end. So William, you get first choice. And then Karen, you would be second choice, depending on what William takes.
So
I can watch the comments.
He wants them both.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate your bids. Thank you, everybody.
All right. And Karen G., thank you so much for being our official mod and bid ender. We could not do it without you. So thank you so very much for always being there and always helping us out, being our mod. So this is my highest ticket item tonight. It is starting at $45. and it is a piece of Viking glass. It is a very, very large, very mid-century compote. It is in the persimmon, so it is in the kind of yellow. It's more all yellow and orange to be exact. So it is their persimmon, and it is the ribbed column compote. So it is in very good condition. Again, I do love the way Viking feels, the way Viking looks. I will show you the glow. The cadmium is very concentrated down here at the bottom. So if you are looking for a glow, you actually get a whole line down here at the bottom for a glow. And even the center has a really, really profound glow down there on the bottom. It does glow up here on the top, and you can see sort of the ribbing effect. So it's a very large, it almost looks like a orange starfish in essence, but this would make a great centerpiece for your summer display. Again, I was going more the colors of summer. And again, every time I see persimmon, this just makes me think of a nice warm summer day. So again, no chips, no cracks. Bill's waiting for it. It kind of looks like a Jolly Rancher, if you ask me. You can see the ribbing right here, and there are 2, 4, 6 little points all the way around. So this is a very, very large piece of mid-century glass in the persimmon, and the exact name of it is, it's made by Viking Glass. It is the ribbed column compote. It measures about 6.5 inches tall. So it measures 6.5 inches tall, and that was at the top point right there. And then it is about 10.5 inches wide. So if you guys are looking for a gorgeous piece that would look good as a centerpiece, you could pop a pillar candle in the center there. You could do all sorts of different things, but I think it really kind of just stands alone by itself. If you had other pieces of Viking and persimmon, that would look good. But again, this just looks summer to me. This looks like a summer sunset, maybe a summer, the sun rising, when you have those warm days coming on. And I could not find any scratches on this. There are no chips, no issues whatsoever. So Kim Ryan, thank you so much. I see you in at 45. We are looking for 46 or more. Again, there is cadmium in this, so there is a glow to it. So there you can see where the glow hits right there along the bottom. And then there you can see in the center. It doesn't have so much of a glow up here on the top, although you do get a little bit around the rim. So it is a very nice, heavy piece of glass. And if you collect the other pieces that have the base like this, it's going to look really good. And if you wanted to stack your glass and you had, maybe a persimmon fairy lamp by Viking, you could pop it in the center, do all sorts of different things. So we're in at 45 again. We're looking for 46 or more. Thank you so much, Kim Ryan. Let's go ahead and do a countdown on the gorgeous piece of Viking persimmon, and it is the ribbed column compote. So counting it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Me and Tina found this the other week, and when you find something like this, I still get just as excited today as I did when you first find those pieces of Viking in the wild. So
I love that piece.
I think this is just, it's just a good piece of glass. Kim Ryan, congratulations and thank you so much. It's yours for $45. Thank you so much. All right, Bill.
$56, Jason, and 56. And I have some more chalkware. This time it's still Miller Studio, but a bit older. These are 1968, and this is for the pair because I don't want to split them up. So this is what many people refer to as the Little Mer Boys. Of course, I don't think that when Miller Studio was making them, they gendered them, but these are probably the closest of all of the chalkware mermaids that look like little boys. And I think that's why they're so popular among collectors. So these two that I have are in great condition. No chips, no cracks. Nothing really to report at all. And they're painted in this really lovely, like olive toned gold color. So they're sort of monochromatic. They are obviously there's two. I'm referring to they. 5.5 inches tall and 3 inches across. So this is the first one holding some sort of, I don't know, sea urchin or some sort of creature that lives at the bottom of the ocean. This one does have its hanger as well. The original staples, which held it to the cardboard in the package. And again, other than tiny little nips like Chalkware has, nothing really to write home about in terms of the condition. So again, 5.5 inches tall. He is coming with his partner, this little one, who has a shell in one hand and some sort of other sea anemone, maybe some kind of creature in that hand. Also in great condition, has a hanger. 2 of the original staples are there as well. Also marked Miller Studio. And if you don't know, there is a third in this set. And the third one is one of these little merboys riding a swan, actually. Does Tina have these, Jason?
Yeah, she does.
Do you have the swan one? Do you have the swan?
I think she does. And I think they also made, but you had to buy it separate. I think they had shells that were the same color that you would buy and mix with them.
And these actually did come with bubbles.
Yes.
I don't have the bubbles, but I do have 2 of them, which is a score. So 5.5 inches tall and 3 inches across at their widest. Miller Studio 1968, Little Merboys. So cute.
They did. You're right, Gavin. All right.
Merlads. I like that. That's
Yes.
good, Aaron. Merlads. They're Irish merfolk.
All right, John.
Starting at $60, Jason. 60.
60. You got it, sir.
So I have a classic lucite grapes set. These are blue and green. Like I said, I have a theme of blue and green because I love blue and green for the summer. This is a pretty hefty set of grapes. It is 5.5 inches high from looking at the highest grape standing on top right there, and 12 inches in length from the end of the stem to the last grape right here. As you can see, there are several little leaves in there with a little bit of browning to them, so they look more realistic. That's kind of the bottom of it where they've all been tied together. I believe these are all kits that people put together themselves. There is some scuffing here and there, and there's definitely could use some cleaning. I got in there a little bit, but as I was sitting here, I was like, oh, I didn't get in there. I didn't get in there. A little schmutz on there. One thing to know about lucite grapes is, and I did not do this, but I was just looking up things to clean lucite grapes with. Never use Windex. Windex will ruin these, so don't use Windex. I just use a little soap and water, but I'm sure there are some other things that you could get in there with, do a little bit of a cleaning job than I did. But they still display really well, even without that additional cleaning. This one on top is a little loose. It's not in danger of falling off because of its kind of where it's sat, but other ones are really tightly wound. This one is just a little bit of a loosey-goosey, but because of the way it sits on top, it's in a pretty good position to stay there.
God, and the way they have that assembled, it just looks like a real cluster of grapes.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, as these clusters go, because you can see, it'd be like me trying to put one together, it would look terrible. But I think whoever was doing this one really had the time and attention. It's the same thing with all of the fiber art we see. Sometimes the cruel kits are really well done. Sometimes those cruel things are, someone kind of gave up halfway through or half finished it, or the latch hook that didn't get like latch halved. But whoever was doing this grapes was pretty proud of the work they did, and I think they should be. But
they
again,
gave it their all too. They gave it their all on some of those that don't look that good.
I just want to know where people have the time. I mean, it seems like maybe because we're all just online all the time now, and like think we just get distracted by so many things. But
John, you're not online all the time.
I am online all the time.
It was because they didn't have cell phones. That's why they had time. They had no cell phones.
Just craft kits and things. I was like, where did
they do it, right?
Yeah, I just don't. I do not get it, because even if you're going to say, a time when there were women who stayed at home to raise children and things, that's a full time. We all know that's a lot. I don't even know where you found time in that day to do anything else. So
people watch less TV though, because there wasn't as much TV options.
Yeah, but there was still TV to watch. I guess if there wasn't anything on the 3 or 4 channels, you could be like, okay, I'm just gonna turn in for, or like not gonna watch. But I don't know.
And after 11, after the news was over, that was it. So
that's true. That's true. It's like, oh, let me pull out my cruel kit then.
So the insomniacs are like, let me get out the lucite balls and make some grape clusters with them.
Yeah.
I can't sleep, so I just make some clusters.
Hilarious. It's so hilarious. I will bring these back for the recap. Back to you,
All right.
Brian.
My next is starting at $9, and I'm bringing a swimwear round. So
Okay.
it's for choice. I'm not actual swimwear, just
Oh, I thought you were gonna model.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no, no,
Oh, okay.
no. So
What kind of sale is this? Oh my God.
First up is this oversized postcard and from the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel in Hollywood, California. And I just thought she was really great. She's lounging in the sun here. A little bit of cornerware and edgeware. And it was used. Hello, Fanny, wish you were here. Love, maybe Eugene or something like that. It was one of those very quick, satisfying the postcard requirement, sending it off, wish you were here, and then that's all they said. But the front is really fun, and she's having a great time in the sun. So that's your first choice. And
Sorry,
then,
it's very. I promised you a postcard. Here it is.
yes, exactly, yeah. And 7 cents, and it was mailed in 1961. Should have said that before.
So fun.
Second option is we got some beefcake here, Strength and Health magazine. I brought this one because it's June 1963. So
Is that why you brought this one?
It because it's the month relates.
Oh, okay, Brian.
Yes. So I don't know if anybody out there is familiar with these, but it's an old bodybuilding type magazine. On the inside, it actually has a lot of ads at products at the time that were supposed to make you, big and buff, but they do have various articles.
These magazines make me hate myself, Brian. And then I end up going and getting donuts, and then I just compound the whole situation.
What? We don't look like this? Is that what you're saying?
Sure, in my eyes, maybe, but the reality is absolutely not. No.
I say that they didn't have the bad food we have nowadays, so that's why it was easier to maybe look like this. I don't know.
This is true. This is true.
So that's the one of the options, and then the final option. This one was May, so this isn't quite, I guess, summer months, but it's beachwear as well here. Banned in Texas. So again, very similar style. This is the same year, 1963.
See, that was before they manufactured high fructose corn syrup.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
That's why.
I'm trying to pull up. So there's like stuff about competitions and stuff. Yeah, it really is. It's true, Bill. Like, I don't even think bodies are shaped like some of these people anymore. Like, I don't even think it's possible. I feel like genetics have changed, and the way their ribs used to be, I don't know. Different
you're
group
right.
of people. So just looking for $9 to start. I think that's Steve Reeves. He was in like all of the old like sword and sandal movies.
The old Steve Reeves movie from Rocky Horror.
More pictures like that. So looking for $9 to start on the choice, and this is here are your options again. That's one. This is number two, and then the gal at the Hollywood Hotel is number three.
Fine.
but
we can keep it moving. I know these are.
Oh.
I
wondered what the 9 was, and I didn't make the connection.
I wasn't sure either.
Oh yeah, sure. No, yeah, yep. He's in it. Not yeah. Willie's in at 9.
All right. So we'll get the countdown started. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So looking for 10 or the bid end.
I mean, how did that postcard even make it to where it needed to go?
I don't know. Good question.
Again, a different era. You know what I mean? That they put the time in, made sure it got, or maybe it didn't. Does it have a postmark on it? Yeah, it does. So it did get sent.
It did get sent, and it's not in horrible shape for going through the mail.
I mean, I guess the full address is there. It just didn't look like it. Just kind of.
Well, I mean, could you read it? It's like, geez.
I can read the Peterson, New Jersey part, I guess.
That's typical Jersey.
Patterson, New Jersey.
Patterson.
Yeah.
There are no good thrift stores there.
Actually, and I bought this from somebody who is.
He wants all three.
No wonder 18-year-olds can read that anymore, but we can.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Agreed.
William. I got you down. Appreciate it.
Agreed.
Awesome.
And Karen is doing embroidery while she's watching us. So.
Oh.
And Patty's making a latch hook.
Yes. So, but
I'm bringing crafts next time, fellas.
I was gonna say, are you saying? Well, you want to talk about putting time in? Imagine doing one of these nail art.
Weren't you doing that while we're doing these other rounds? Isn't that your handiwork?
Yeah, that's exactly what I whipped this up right here tonight. I had a couple nails and some metallic string, and I Martha Stewart this
the
right
quietest,
here while we
the quietest hammer in the world.
while we were together. So, again, these were kits that you guys could purchase. This one is in very good condition. A lot of times, the string art, it does get snagged, it does get damaged, but you can see all of the gold nails in there in really good condition, and the string is very taut. So this is kind of very typical 1970s. I'm sure we all knew somebody that had this in their house, probably somewhere in the Midwest, nowhere near where a sailboat would be, but they were dreaming. Every time I see string art, I always think of Three's Company for some reason, because they were always in the sailboat, at one point. I don't know why. I always equate the sailboats of like the 70s, this era, to like Three's Company. So, but it's in very, very good condition. It does have what I think was an original price tag on it that somebody blacked out. And they actually have plastic over this particle board, which a lot of times they don't. So you can see it is all stapled in. It has a hanger ready to go. And again, it's just this really fun mid-century style metallic. Very Studio 54, it has the gold and the silver ready to hang on your wall. It does have the velvet on it. The velvet's in superb condition. And the measurement on this, it is about 16 by 12. So for a hot minute there, these were more popular than crewels were. Folks came into the shop. They were buying not only the sailboats, but owls, anything that was nail art. It seems that crewels have passed these a little bit in popularity. But again, you can see they use these gold nails in there, or studs have you, and it's in very, very good condition. And, usually these do get snagged and you have like a loose one, or, the nail's gone. But I, looked this over really good, and I have to tell you, I think everything's there. So you can kind of see the clipper part and the way they did it. It kind of looks like the ship's breaking a wave right there. And again, all of the sails and the masts and all that are in very, very good condition. And I love the very Studio 54 color contrast. Like to me, I would believe this would have been maybe made in the late 70s, or I'd like to kind of pretend it. And it is a great backdrop. So if you guys wanted to use this as a backdrop, it looks good when you put other pieces in front, even the other pieces of glass. And seeing that this is in gold and silver, you can match any kind of glass to it or anything that you want. But I'm not seeing any interest. That's okay. I'll bring this back during the recap. But the semi-mid-century nail art is of a sailboat, and it's in very good condition. And it is the metallic style string. And they did use some gold nails and accessories. And I just think it's really, really neat. 12 by 16. But we'll bring it back during the recap, and we're going to get Bill going. All right,
I tried to do one once, but the nails are so small. I just kept banging my fingers the whole time. They have computers that make those now. They can make them look like your face. It's amazing.
That's crazy.
The computer just does it all. It's insane. So $16, Jason. I have a really fun planter, or maybe a low pedestal bowl. This is an otagiri sort of ode to hula and Hawaii and beaches and palm trees. And it is one of the older otagiris because it has the stamp on it. And while there are no chips or cracks, it's in really good condition. There is quite a bit of crazing on the inside. You can see it. My camera is focusing nicely on it. It's got that really nice old crazing in there. So I probably, shocking, would not put a plant in here unless it was in another vessel to keep the water away from the ceramic, because there is so much crazing in there now. But also for a beach party, your hula or tiki bar, because we all have tiki bars, right? You know,
Oh,
you can use this to serve your nuts in, or your little snacks or something. But it's just a sweet little bowl with no, well, not so little, with no condition issues other than that crazing. Let me just give you the bits on it are raised, so the tree and all the people on it, they are in a raised ceramic. All of the paint is under the glaze.
It really looks like Orchards of Hawaii.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was when I expected when I turned it over. That's what it would be. And it probably is also, because I bet some ceramic company in Japan made these for both Odagiri and for Orchards of Hawaii, because that's what it looks like. And Kim may know, because this is what she collects. So it is 3.75 inches tall and 5 inches across. And just a sweet, sweet piece. So I'm going to start that countdown. Right now we're looking for 17 or more. And active bidder can use it just in case. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I'm glad you said that, Jason, because I thought the same thing. I was like, this is Orchids of Hawaii, definitely, when I first saw it.
I think I had one that was Orchids of Hawaii.
Yeah.
I bet it's the same thing that multiple companies marketed. So there's the bid end. Kim, you did not need your just in case. It's yours for $16. Thank you so much.
Jason, this is going to be choice for $12 each. I have some frosted soda glasses. I have 3 of the styles. I think there are probably 6 total in the styles of these, but I have 3 tonight. The first one up is Cola. I will say on all of these, because they come in these metal holders, which are really super cute and cool, but if you keep them in there too long or use them, they do end up kind of like giving a little bit of wear right there, the ring where they hit the metal. So just know that. Again, I have 3 different ones, and there's some wear to the frosting on the back of this one as I look at it. But the Cola, I love the style of these. I don't know if there's a maker on these or not. I didn't see one when I did some quick looking. I've had these for a while. But I love the funky kind of psychedelic kind of look to these. So you'll see how each of the types of the beverage inside, they kind of did a different stylization of that. So that's the Cola one with the pink metal holder. Then I have an orange soda one that comes in the yellow, kind of mustardy, kind of goldenrod, kind of this almost very 70s yellow to me. Similar thing where there's a little bit of, I don't know if you're going to see it right there, a little bit of ring there where it used to sit in the holder, and then some schmutz on the back, which may come off. I'm always hesitant to do too much cleaning with frosted glasses. I don't know what to use or what to do, but maybe you're more familiar. These are great, though. I think they'd be fun to do ice cream sodas with, or the floats, especially the floats in them. So that's your second choice, the orange soda one. And third one is, who doesn't love some tonic? So you've got a tonic. And this one has the most wear on it. You can kind of see more on the back of there. There's some scratching there where the frosted part is kind of messed up. Again, I assume that is gone, but when I kind of hold it in the light, I guess you can kind of, I don't know, you really don't see through though. So I don't really know. It's one of those things where I wish I knew more about some things. This is one of those things I don't know as much about, but that's a third choice, the tonic one. There's a cherry cola one, I believe. There's one that is, I'm blanking on it now. It's not root beer, but it's close to a root beer. So it has that. What's that?
Cream soda?
No, it's like a root of some sort or something. And I'm blanking.
Birch beer.
Birch was one of the other ones. So again, starting $12 choice, the tonic, thanks, thumbs up. Don't know where that came from. Goodbye, thumbs up.
It was like birch beer right on.
The tonic with the lime green holder. The orange soda with kind of mustard goldenrod holder. Again, those are metal holders. And I should just give you heights on these. 5 inches high. The glasses are 5 inches high by 3 inches wide. And the cola with the pink.
This was that fun era where they mixed like the 1920s with the 1950s, but it was in the 1970s, 60s kind of laugh-in flair. Do you know what I mean? It was like...
Yeah, totally. Because the holders themselves, right, are totally that old like, I don't know what year, 1930s, like ice cream shop with the SHOPPE stylization going on. But very cool. Again, 3 choices, $12 for choice. I'll bring these back for the recap. Over to you, Brian.
They're fantastic. All right.
Starting price, $24, and I am bringing.
Wait, we got Kim in at 12. There you go.
You're on mute.
Oh, you're muted. You're muted, John.
Peruni. 13 or more, just in case is in effect. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 13 or more, or the bid end from Karen Gillette.
I swear there was a live sale or somewhere a few years ago where they had some of these and they went crazy. Like, folks had never seen these before. Like, and these do go good with Pyrex and all those kinds of different things. So good.
Maybe I was in that sale, Jason.
I was just going to say, was John the one who went
crazy? Maybe it was. Maybe that was. Okay.
I need more friends and family to do ice cream float party. Jeannie, sorry, your 13 came in after the bid end. So Kim, for 12, let me know if you wanted cola, tonic, or orange cola, please. Jeannie, if you're interested in the other 2 for 12, let me know. I have the tonic and the orange soda left.
All right. So Jeannie, if you're interested, let John know what were the other 2 again, John?
Orange soda and then tonic.
Okay. Jeannie, did you want the other 2 then? Just let John know.
Okay, thanks.
All right. And then I got you at 24, right, Brian?
Okay. So I'm bringing one of these 70s mirror. She's giving me summertime in her caftan, so that's why I brought it to this particular sale. If you're familiar with these mirror art, it's usually like there's sort of like a cutout behind it with the art. This is in a metal frame, a very, very thin metal frame. I'll add. It does have some tarnishing on it, but otherwise good overall condition. The back side, somebody just had this piece of string, so it could probably be better hung with some wire in between those hooks on the back. But she's just, giving like the Florida vibe with her wicker, definitely 70s.
She looks like Linda Ronstadt. Oh my God.
Yeah.
She's totally like, bring me drinks, bring me bonbons, bring me whatever, because she's just going to lounge there and hang out. And I don't think I gave the size. It is 11 by 15.
Gosh.
Zoom in, although now you can see us in the background there. Try to focus in on the graphic is in good shape.
Yeah, gosh.
These mirrors are so 70s,
These colored, because they did more of just frosted ones for a long time. To find one with all this great detail and color on it is really fun.
This is just cardboard. So I mean, they didn't put a whole lot into the materials of the actual beyond the mirror part, but kind of.
I remember being a kid. They sold these at Woolworth. You used to be able to buy them in the home section of Woolworths.
I like the one that, she's an actual graphic, I think, behind the mirror, but some of them have the, now that I'm getting my fingerprints all over it, sorry, I'll clean it. Like they're actually like the paint on top of them too. Some of them have.
Yeah.
Just looking for 24 to start on her. And again, 11 by 15, definitely 70s style here. My mother had wicker furniture, very similar to some of this.
Well, she's got all the right 70s houseplants. I can vouch for that.
She does, right? The ferns.
The spider plant, the ficus behind her.
Yeah. The swag for the... But it doesn't seem like we've got interest, so we'll keep things moving along.
All right, guys. Again, it is a summer style theme, and mine is going to be advertising at $8 choice. I always think of Band-Aids during the summer because, as kids, how many times did you need to get the old tin Band-Aid tin down and get your Band-Aid out? So it's going to be choice on Cure-Aid Band-Aid tins. Band-Aid tins used to be very, very popular for a while there. They were commanding top dollar. These, I think, are probably 1960s. They're in very good condition. These are great to, use in your decor. They're fun to decorate bathrooms with, and they're actually fun to use. I know folks that, thank you, William, I see you in for 8. I know folks that actually buy these and they actually store things on the inside. So the tins are very, very clean on the inside. The graphics on these are so reminiscent of back in the day. Even on the top, there's where they would have, wrote the price on it. Again, really, really good condition. They're not rusty. They're not overly scratched. And again, I do believe, just in the bit of research I did, they're 60s and they do not have a barcode on them. So they're definitely pre-barcode. They are the older ones. So that would be your large one. This will be your small one that you can choose from. It looks like this one, they used a wax pen for when they marked the price on it at 39 cents originally. This one is very, very clean on the inside as well. Again, these are fun to actually store things. I know folks that if you want to hide stuff in your house, these are fun to do that with, and then tuck it on the shelf. Odds are no one's going to think twice about it. So again, this will be your second one. I think they're both the same exact era. This one, which is the small one, measures about 4 inches tall by about 2.5 inches wide. So again, this would be fun. This would look really fun in front of John's ad of the 2 people in the water ski. I don't know why. I just feel like this Band-Aid kind of would go, because maybe she's going to need one, because he didn't look like he was too safe. And this one is your larger one. It is 4 by 3.5. So 4 by 3.5. And then this one is 4 by 2. So thank you so much, William. I got you in at 8. We're looking for 9 or more. Again, it's going to be on choice of the Band-Aid tin. So exactly. Curious, you're exactly right. That was their slogan, is ouchless. So let's go ahead and do a countdown on these. I love the graphics. They're super fun. And they do make great risers in displays as well. So 9 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You're right. You're right, Jeannie. That's what folks did. They would hide their pin money in it. All sorts of different things. Really, really fun. So,
I mean, that's kind of, sorry.
No, go ahead, Brian.
I was that's actually, I think, why we have a lot of these containers and stuff, because we didn't use the manufacturer containers. So people use things.
Yep.
But today, there's like the container store and everything. So we make containers where we didn't used to make containers. So people used whatever.
You're right. And then I know folks that still have these old ones and they'll buy the boxes and then refill them because they like the old tins. So,
yeah.
All right, William, let me know. Did you want them both? Okay, they're both yours. Thank you so much, sir. Congratulations. All right, Bill.
So, Karen, staghorn ferns are really popular again right now. So you should have an easy time finding one if you wanted a new one. They're a popular plant now. I'm going to do $16, Jason. And I have another mer person for your consideration tonight. This is actually from a series of Zodiac mugs made by Arnard. And this guy is Aquarius, the best Zodiac sign of the year, in my opinion. And I think it's really fantastic. So the Arnard sticker is on here. And the series was called Smug Mugs. Smug Mugs. The mug itself is 5.5 inches tall, 2.5 inches across, and you have all the information down there, including the person who designed it, whose name was Kitty. Kitty designed it, and there is one for every Zodiac sign. Obviously, I'm bringing the mer person, the merman with this awesome beard, and the trident. This is like precursor to Aquaman, right? And this amazing, he is the king of Atlantis because he's got a crown. And the image is on both sides. So really fun if you're a January, February baby and Aquarius is your sign, or if you wanted to add some more mermaid-ish, mer person stuff to your collection, because it is a nice size mug and it is usable. It has been used for something. I'm almost wondering if it was used for a pencil jar. Because my power was out today, I lost my water, so I wasn't able to clean it out, and that's a true story. So if anyone does bid on it, the water is working again, so it will get a clean before it gets sent out. No chips or cracks, just in really, really nice condition. Little Aquarius mug, mer person mug.
I gotta look for a Leo in that now. That's
It's funny. I've only ever seen Aquarius, and this is the second one I've had. Never had another one. But maybe they find me. I don't know.
All right, John. Oh, you're muted, sir.
I realized that as I started talking. Well, I mean, I could talk. You just wouldn't be able to hear me. $22, Jason.
All right.
So I have a Mr. Sandman sandcastle. This is a vintage piece from 1989, according to the Mr. Sandman sticker on the bottom. These were made in Toronto, Canada. This is a kind of heavy boy. This is 8.5 inches high by 5 inches by 5 inches. This is actual sand. They had a kind of proprietary method of mixing sand with a resin to make these to pour into molds. Fun fact, we actually this is not from my mom's collection, but we used to gift my mom some of these occasionally during a little bit of stretch, probably in the late 80s, according to that sticker on the bottom. I recall them having flags. When I've tried to find those flags or find any of these with flags, they are few and far between. I don't know why the flags all went missing. My mom seems to not remember what she did with all of her sandcastles. I think she's just like, I don't know why we got sandcastles. I'm going to get rid of these at some point. But I was disappointed because they were fun shapes and fun things to collect. I guess we found them more interesting than she did. There is, I would say, some just wear over time. You can kind of see where there's a little bit of probably missing sand. It probably got knocked. I mean, when I was looking today, the company still exists today. And they make a point of saying when moving, you should pack them just as you would with any other ceramic or fragile piece, because they have a tendency to get knocked or whatever, and then they can lose a bit on the edges. They all came with this felt on the bottom. This felt is a little bit worn, but as you can see, that is original because that sticker's on top of that. But just a super cute piece. I think, again, if you're doing any kind of like seafaring or seaside kind of display, wherever you put that in your house, I think this is a nice little piece to have. And again, there is the hole for the flag piece. You can actually see there's a little bit of wear right there too. But there is the flag for the hole. I just don't know where the plastic flags went. And I've tried to find replacement ones because I'm like, how difficult it could be to find these like hard kind of mini plastic pennants. I've tried all sorts of searches and have come up with nothing. But I love these so much. And again, they still make these in different molds and things today. People use them for special occasions like weddings. I've seen them used as cake toppers. I don't know how that's possible because these are they're not super heavy, but they're heavy, I would think, to put on the top of a cake.
They're solid.
Yeah, definitely solid.
In high school, I worked in a store and we sold these. And I think if I recall, the flags, like you definitely had to stick the flag in all of them when we put them out. So
I just don't know why. Like when I looked for other, because they're all different styles, like all different styles out there. I don't know, maybe one I've seen with a flag. So I don't know why the flags went missing. It just seemed kind of an odd thing, to kind of separate from the piece itself. But
if I remember it was like in there loosely, there was something that was ever slightly off with the measurements. So like when you put it in there, it wasn't like a tight fit. So I think they just
fell off and went away.
And they were like, yeah, whatever. Right.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I would we bought these from like the gift shop that was in town that had all like the cool stuff, like the Russ Berry stuff and the UNESCO stuff and these.
It's exactly the kind of store I worked at,
down
the shore. Paradise, Brian. I'm gonna be dreaming about a store like that when I go to bed tonight because
they were all over. Down at the shore as a kid, they were up and down the boardwalk.
I mean, this is the thing too. So like they say, like, number one, I want to reach out to the company because they're saying that this year is the 34th birthday of them. This is older than that, so who knows what they're talking about. But they said that like mostly they were souvenir shops up and down the coast in the U.S. and in Canada. But
the store I was in was called Gee Whiz, and it was like if you watched the last couple of seasons of Facts of Life. You remember when they had the store and all
oh my god,
that's like everything in the store was like that store.
So
was that in the Galleria, Brian?
No, it was in the Duchess Mall actually.
Oh, was it really? Oh, the Dead Mall. That's the Dead Mall.
It's gone now. They knocked it down, but the chain was only like 6 or 7 stores, and it was mostly in Connecticut. But I think because of the 84 corridor bill, it was like accessible to have one where in New
We
York.
had one in Chicago called Arcadia that was part of the Carson Perry Scott department store in that same kind of time period, and so I have some things collected from that. It's a total vibe, and
It is, yep.
I would love to go back. Clean Look Cleaning Service LLC, aka Chomps 56. You're in at 22, looking for 23 or more, just in case it's in effect for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end, looking for 23 or more, or that bid end from Karen Gillette. Brian, there's not a day goes by that I don't think of over our heads.
Oh, I know. I just thought that store was amazing. And so then when I worked there in high school, it had, we could talk another time, but it had like around the register all the Hello Kitty and the twin stars.
Yeah, a total dream.
Every holiday that we sell now, like all the stuff in the store turned over. All the 80, yeah.
I need to go back. Clean Look Cleaning Service LLC, aka Chomps 56, is coming for 22. Thank you so much.
John, do you think one of the toothpick American flags would fit in the top of that?
Yes, I was trying to find mine because I have a bunch of those, but I don't have my patriotic stuff out yet, and I couldn't remember where I put little picks. But I think that would work. Yeah, for sure. Any of those flags should work.
I went down memory lane and I forgot I was going next. It was.
I just want to talk about that. So
I'm thinking of the theme song. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them all, and then yeah. I'll get a copyright strike. I can't sing the whole thing.
Don't do the whole thing. So mine's gonna start at $30, Jason.
Okay.
And kind of actually segueing into the 80s. I believe this was 80s, but I have this flamingo sculpture by John Perry is the artist, which sometimes they're marked. Oh yeah, sorry. On the back here it says John Perry. So if you're familiar with this artist, you might be a little bit more familiar with him from the seagulls on the wires into the driftwood as well. The seagulls often moved. These birds are stationary, but he did seagulls, flamingos. I'm not sure if he did anything else. I think it was mostly seagulls primarily, but he did do a lot of flamingos also. So this is, definitely wood. This is metal here for the legs, and then the birds are a plastic. It's like Jason and I were talking about it earlier, and I don't even know how to describe the plastic. It's not one that we kind of make anymore, but I don't want to say it's brittle, but it's like it's that kind of plastic you could snap. It doesn't have a lot of pliability to it at all. So this is 12 inches wide by about 8.5 inches tall.
That's right. Brian's right. He did make a lot of dolphins that are
dolphins too. Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's a good point.
I've never seen one of his flamingos.
Yeah, there's no broken parts to any of the birds. Even though it is plastic, it is, like I said, it is like a fragile piece. So we sort of wrap it well, but it definitely can get banged up if you don't take care of it. Just a little PSA out there. And again, there's his tag on it.
It's amazing.
So looking for $30 to start. Perfect for a beach house, or if you're down more in the southern states where you actually see. I would love to see flamingos around here, but that's not going to happen. But if you do have flamingos,
it might happen.
Well,
it's feeling a lot warmer.
That's true. Maybe one day it might just happen. You're right.
You're gonna go down to the Hudson River and see a whole bunch of flamingos, Brian.
You're right. It's probably not out of the realm of possibility. Well, we're supposed to in New York. We're supposed to change to Georgia weather like in 20 years or something like that. So,
is that what they're saying? They're calling it like.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I don't know what that says for Pennsylvania. I don't. Oh, Lord.
What does that say for Georgia?
Well, exactly what it says for the South. Yeah, definitely.
Good Lord.
So again, 12 inches wide, 8.5 inches tall. John Perry, I think I've talked about it enough, and since it doesn't seem to be interest, we'll just keep things moving along.
Karen, Bill, just keep going north. He'll be in your neck of the woods. If the beach gets any closer to him, he'll keep heading to the hills and go north.
They say that Canada is going to be the new breadbasket of North America, and that we're going to rely on Canada for a lot of our imported food.
That makes a lot of sense.
All right. All right. $16. And I do have a mermaid tonight. This is an aquarium piece. This one is, it should have Japan somewhere on it, but I don't see it stamped anywhere. But all the other ones I found had some sort of a Japan on it. What makes mine a little bit different is the other ones I found, the mushroom had a red top. So, but I think this one looks more realistic. You can't ask. You got the twofer right there. You have a mermaid figurine with some mushrooms, and she's got a couple of them. Now, you got the 2 holes in there so that she doesn't float to the top. She's a little bubbler. She is an aquarium piece, and these aquarium pieces are very collectible, and they do make great figurines. So I can't find any damage on her, but you do have to remember that these aquarium pieces were not high quality because they were meant to be put in an aquarium and then eventually disintegrate and then just be disposed of. So the fact that this is still around sort of amazes me. So hello, Karen. It's good to see you. I see you in at 16. Thank you so much. She measures about 4.5 inches tall by 4 inches wide. Okay. And she does have really good detail. Like I was saying, and she does have a high glaze. So she is like just a figurine. Some of these aquarium pieces don't. They're more like a bisque style figurine. So, and she actually looks like a mermaid. Now, her scale or her flipper there, it is in a light blue. It is getting washed out on the front. But there you can see on the back that it is a light blue. She does have some more flesh tone on the back, but then not on the front. And she does have her naughties covered up. So they are covered up, but there's no painting on it. It's just all white. So, but she has 1, 2, 3, 4. She has 4 little mushrooms that surround her. So she's in overall very good condition. I will say that maybe there is some paint misses here on the back by the rock. But again, remember, guys, these weren't supposed to be really all that high quality. We were supposed to be looking at them through water in an aquarium. So, and again, folks that collect these will say that they are painted a certain way so that in the weirdness of the water, they actually have more clarity. So there was, I guess, a madness to their technique. So let's go ahead and count her down. We're looking for 17 or more. We are doing just in case. Thank you, Karen, for your bid of 16. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G, for being our official mod and bid ender. Again, we couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much. Just waiting on that bid end. And I think it's going to end up going to Karen, and I see the bid end. So thank you so much, Karen. Congratulations, and we'll get you going, Bill.
Okay, everybody, this is our last round of bid items before we do our robust recap, before we do our 2 rounds of quick claims. So stick around for that. I have a choice round, Jason, $12 for choice. I'm just going to give you a peek at what the choices are, and then I'm going to go through them very quickly, one by one. They are all underwater salt and pepper shakers. So these are the choices. The first choice are these amazing kitschy little blue whales. And all of these shakers, they're all here because I don't have any condition issues to report about any of them. No chips, no cracks, no crazing. They're all in really great condition. So the first choice are these blue whales. They still do have stoppers at the bottom, and they're super, super sweet. The whales are 2 inches tall and 4 inches from side to side. The second choice are these amazing pink seahorses. These are of the older sort of pottery. They're nice, heavy pottery like a Shawnee or a American bisque. I don't know who made them, but they are of that sort of nature with the pink glaze on them. Again, no condition issues to report. 3.75 inches tall on the pink seahorses. Now, the third one is a Korea salt and pepper shaker. It is an orca. The salt shaker is the front of the orca, and the pepper is its tail. It does have a sticker and a stopper on one of them, but one of the stoppers is missing. So the orca is the third choice. And the fourth choice is this really colorful pair of koi/goldfish. One's a little bit larger than another. And these are a nice, good, chunky ceramic as well. They have a Japan sticker on the bottom. So we're just looking for $12 for choice on any of the 4 sets of salt shakers. The blue whales, salt and pepper shakers, the pink seahorses, the orca, or the goldfish. Those are the choices, and I see a bid, so I'm going to start a countdown. So there are up to 4 choices. If anyone else is interested, now is the time to get your bids in. We're looking for 13 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
That's my favorite set.
Isn't that great?
That's so fun.
I like
And
the
the cold paint.
yeah.
And the sculpt is really like, it's just really cool. The way that it's just really well done. I like it too. So D, let me know which one or ones you would like at your bid of 12, and we can move on to John.
Jason, I have a final choice round, $16 choice. If you're headed to the beach, you want to do some yoga. If you're headed to go camping, I've got the blankets for you. I have 2 of the traditional Mexican Falsa blankets. 2 choices. They're both around 4 feet by 6 feet. They are handmade. They do have their Mexican, made in Mexico tags on them. At least I know for the pink one. I should have looked, confirm on the yellow one. I'm pretty sure they both do. The pink one measures 44 inches by 72 inches. So again, about 4 feet by 6 feet. Again, multiple uses for these if the nights get a little bit cooler, but they're great as like at the beach of like, you know, you putting down on the beach or taking out for a picnic or doing yoga, whatever. And then the yellow, which kind of like this brownish gray or grayish brown to it. This one measures 52 by 72. Again, that same sort of traditional weave. This one's a little bit lighter, a little bit of thinner feel to it. So you can kind of feel the texture a little bit more than this one, which is a little bit thicker, but not super thick. So they're, if you know these blankets at all, they're very comfortable feeling. They're not itchy or scratchy or anything like that. Simpsons reference, but they're just great looking blankets, and I love the colors on them. The color combos are really nice. So $16 choice, again, about 4 by 6 in width. I'm not going to unfold them. One of those things about selling linens in sales is always a disaster, so I'm just going to leave them folded. You can see them nicely like this. There's also variation with how they use the different yarns when they're making them, so they're not like, you get close, you can kind of see dots of other colors, which I think is kind of cool. Similarly, on the pink one at the top, you can see some bits of yellow fabric and some red right there too. But just 2 nice little blankets for summer use, multiple uses beyond summer as well. $16 choice. I will bring these back for the recap. Maybe I will, or maybe I won't. It's so close. Over to you, Brian.
They're good trunk blankets. Throw them in the trunk of your car. Like,
yeah, I mean, just in case, like the just in case use of those is great too.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to be $20, Jason.
All right.
For me, my mother always used to bring out the ice bucket for the outdoor parties. We didn't really use it on the indoor parties. So I always think of summer when I think of ice buckets. And so I have an oversized ice bucket here, obviously with flowers. There is vinyl top here, lucite knob. I don't think the handle is lucite either. It feels a little bit different plastic, and no maker on the bottom. And I don't think it's a Morgan bucket because usually that's stamped into the bottom. But good overall condition, really no real issues to speak of. And this one's 11 inches tall, so this is for the all day party, all night party. This is the one you don't have to refill halfway through the party because it's empty. Because
that's for your champagne.
Yeah, it's like 2 in 1 almost. Really good shape overall. The graphics are really good. Next to no wear to it, honestly. Just a nice piece. Oh, there it goes. Wait, it's Stoddard. I missed that earlier. So it's Stoddard.
so good. Very designer.
Yeah.
Love it.
Stoddard did a lot of drinkware, ice buckets, and other stuff like that. Clean on the bottom. See a few little flecks on the inside, but clean on the inside. Just something on the bottom, not cracked or anything like that. Sometimes the inner holder cracks. Really good shape.
These are always good to keep on hand because you just never know when you're going to need an ice bucket.
For some reason, the vinyl ones too, they always make me think of like Speedboat. I don't know why, more so than like the other kind. But let's keep it moving because we are towards the end here.
All right, my last item is going to start at $18, and if you're looking for a whimsical naked baby riding a fish to add into your nautical mermaid bathroom decor, I got it for you. She is made in Japan on the bottom. It is bisque. It's a really fun, unique little figurine. It has very Victorian kind of looks about it. It is not from that era, but it just would fit that motif if you wanted to. It's almost got like a fairy tale whimsical kind of feel to it. The youngin has like a leaf covering its center section there, and then you have this very surprised fish that the fish is carrying this young naked child. But I think this is just a fun little whimsical, little tiny little planter that you guys could use for all kinds of different purposes. It is a bisque. It kind of would have a great look to go with John's sandcastle because it has that biscuity kind of beachy kind of feel, yet very whimsical. So I couldn't find anything like this online. Again, it is made in Japan. And it's just this fun little figurine, and it is like a little bud vase. So it measures about 4 inches wide by about 5 inches tall. No chips or cracks. Again, that little face, I know it is so sweet. That sweet child's face riding this fish. Again, you can see it does have some gold detail accents on it. It's airbrushed. It is that pink kind of pinky. It's like a coral color. That would be the best way to describe it. I mean, it is very, very well made, and there is a lot of detail to it for what it is. Now, the backside, they did not give it, they did not give it any great detail on the eye or anything like that. But again, if you're looking for a unique piece, this would even make probably a great cake topper if you knew you were going to have some kind of event that this would, work in. So I'm not seeing any interest. That's okay. It was $18. It is very different. It is made in, I want to make sure I hold it right. It is made in Japan. So that's showing, well, it's made in Japan right there. It is. It's very it is. You would think that it might be like an occupied Japan. You're exactly right, William. It's definitely got the look and the feel. It's definitely got a very Victorian kind of feel about it, although the way it is marked Japan, it could be an older piece. It is very thick too. The porcelain bisque is a higher grade than like the 50s or 60s. So let's do a countdown for William. Thank you so much, sir. You're in at 18. So we'll go 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. A really fun, whimsical piece. Oh, and the hair does have gold detail to it. It is a blonde little youngster. I just thought it was very different, very neat. All right, sir. And William, it is yours for $18. All right, guys. That's going to conclude the first part here. Let's get everybody back up to their corners. I feel weird if we're not all where we started out at, so bear with me. There you go.
The right order.
There we go. All right, Bill, do you want to explain to him how the recap's going to work?
Sure thing. We're at that point in our broadcast where we are going to bring back anything that wasn't claimed earlier. And there were a few things that weren't claimed previously. So what we're going to do this time, we're going to pretty much do the same thing, but much more quickly. So it's going to be like hitting the fast forward button on your boombox. So we're going to show you an item, say what the price is. We're going to do a quick description of it. We're not going to linger, but we are going to make sure to point out any condition issues in case you weren't here earlier. And these are going to work as claims. So if someone is interested and they type the price into, they type their bid into the chat, we're going to go with that person unless we see another bid come in with in a relatively short period of time. If we do see another bid or two come in, we will announce that we will do a quick countdown, still a 20-second countdown. Karen Gillette will still remain our bid ender during this period, and the just in case remains active during the recap. This is just an opportunity for anyone who wasn't here earlier to see something that they weren't here to see, or if you needed a little bit of time to think about something, it's going to come back one more time before we figure out what else we're going to do with it. So I'm going to start out, and we're just going to go one by one, go through all of our things until we're done, but don't leave, because we have 2 more rounds of items you haven't seen yet. And they will be quick claims. So my first item at $24 is that really awesome set of 10 seashore party stirrers in their original package, made in Hong Kong. And it can be helpful during the recap for you to put a 1 or 2 word description of what you're claiming, because we do move quickly. So for instance, if you were interested in this set of cocktail stirrers for $24, you could type stir or cocktail 24. So that's my first item. My second item, I love this thing so much. For $38, I have that 1972 Newton Smith watercolor of this amazing, amazing mermaid. It is unframed, but it is an original known artist. You can look him up online. So if you're interested in this, you could write watercolor, $38. Next, I had my little chalkware merlads. That's what we're calling them. The 2 Miller Studio 1968 little baby boys. They are $56 if anyone's interested. If you are interested in these, you could write Mermaid 56. Fantastic little opportunity to add to a collection. I also have another set of chalkware. These are $40 for the set, and you would get 3 of these really colorful chalkware fish. There are 3 of them. All but 2 of them have their hanger on the back. One of them does not, so you would need to figure out what to do about that. So if you're interested in the set of 3 Miller Studio 1978, I believe, chalkware fish, you can write fish 40. I also have that Little Mermaid bell, the Florida souvenir piece, $12, I'm sorry. $10 if anyone's interested. $10 for the Little Mermaid bell. She's in great condition. You can just write bell, $10. I had that awesome Arnart Aquarius mug for any Aquarians in the room for $16. If anyone's interested, you could write 16 mug. And then I had the salt and pepper shakers I just saw. I just showed the orca for $12, the blue whales for $12, or the pink seahorses for $12. And that's what I had.
All right, John.
Okay. I'm not on mute. Good, great. I had the Glass Bake blue and green stripes mug. Again, this is part of a series. There are at least 2 other versions of this, but I think there are 5 different colorways on this. This is $16. You can put mug 16 if you want that. No issues to report. We've decided that the possible kind of like hazing on this is just typical of this style of mug. So mug 16 on that. I had the Holiday by Thermos a quart size mug. This is 24. I will do this for 22. It is a quart size. It is 13.5 inches tall by 3 3/4 inches in diameter. It's got this great ombre effect from having been put in the sun at some point. So you can kind of see the original color green on the back, but on the front, you can see that like kind of lighter aqua blue into the green. So this is 20. Karen, I see you for the Thermos. Thank you so much. You can go right down there, Karen 22. Then I had some print ads. I had the 1953 Lifesavers for a breathtaking rescue ad with the lifeguard stand at the beach. This was $12. Yeah, this is $12. I think it was $12. I'll do this for $8. You can put Lifesavers 8 if you want this ad, Lifesavers 8. And then I had the Janssen swimsuits ad with the Terrific at the top. This is from 1945. This was $12. I'll do this for 10. You can put a swim 10, swim 10. So Lifesavers 8, swim 10 on that one. I had the tonic soda, frosted soda glass left. Jason, I see you for the swim ad. Well, you'll just remind me later, Jason.
Yes.
You got Robin for lifesavers.
I did not see that.
Yep, right after mine.
Okay.
And you got a claim on the tonic.
12 for the tonic. Okay. Sorry, I should have my phone ready to be like digging.
No, you're fine.
Okay. I had the shakers. I had the ice cream soda shakers. These are plastic. No makers or marks on these to tell me who made them. One has a little straw. That's just how they are. The other one never had one. That's just how they were made. One has a straw, one does not. About 3 1/4 inches high. These were $18. You can put soda 18 if you want these. Soda 18. Again, they're salt and pepper shakers. And then I had the 3-piece ceramic clamshell and starfish shaker set. No maker on this, although they are marked B156, so I don't know what that means. But in great condition. I love the kind of color combination on this. This is 18. You can put shell 18 for those. Then I had the patio light string. This is a 10 bulb string. It is 33 inches from the last bulb to the plug, but overall it's 9.5 feet. When it's all lit up, it looks even better because you've got that great pink kind of bulb happening, or pink kind of, bulb, I guess. So it's a white, a yellow, a pink, and an orange grouping, and there are 10 balls on that string. That was $32. I will do that for $28 if you want that. $28, you can put lights, $28. I had the Mexican falsa blankets. These are 16. These are about 4 by 6. You can put pink, 16. You just saw those a little bit ago, though. Sorry, I just threw it on my dog. And then the yellow one, well, she came back in the room. I didn't see her. 16, you can put yellow 16. Don't worry, she's pretty clean.
You got Robin for the pink one.
Thank you, Robin.
I'm telling you, these are great. And, you know, Karen said they do make great blankets for, like, if you go to a football or a baseball game for the bleachers.
Well, I was thinking like summer's weird, but in interior, like I know that temperatures, people don't always agree on what temperatures. Like my husband likes it really, really cold. I like it cool, but not always that cold. So I can sort of see the opportunity to use it even indoors. I had the Lucite's big chunky Lucite grape bunch. This is $60. It is 12 inches long, 5.5 inches high. One's a little loose on top, but it's still connected. Could use a little bit of a cleaning. There are some little scrapes here and there, but $60, you can put grapes, $60 for that. And I think that is all I had.
All right, Mr. Brian.
Starting off, I have 3 tikis. These are $10 each. This is the tallest, 7.5 inches tall. No damage on any of these. All in very good condition. This is Otagiri. Again, 7.5 inches tall. Sticker on the bottom in the corner there and marked there. The middle sized one is 6 inches tall. This is Orchids of Hawaii. One-sided with just a design in the back here. And then the smaller one is actually 2-sided, also Orchids of Hawaii, and $10 for a choice on those. That was the first item. I had the Fine A Quality Angel here. I believe it said she was 45, June Angel. A little bit of paint wear on the top of the one of the letters here, the N in Angel, but otherwise in very good condition. No chips, cracks, or breaks or repairs. No damage to her, and she does have her sticker. So she's 45 for her. And had this mirror of the Claim Large Tiki Finding Me. Okay. Let me write that down.
You got to do a countdown.
You got another. You got another person. Yeah.
All right. We'll do a quick countdown here on the tall tiki. So 20, we're looking for 11 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Chrissy, I see you at 11. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Looking for 12 or the bid end. Finding Me 2024. I see you at 12. Thank you. Appreciate your bids, everybody. And there's the bid end. So this is coming to you, Finding Me 2024.
Yeah. And that one's fun. I think there's salt and pepper shakers that match.
There might be.
There's actually a companion one that actually has metal earrings in it.
Oh.
Little loops, yeah.
I have not seen
Fun.
I had this for $24. We have this mirror with the graphic here, and then the mirror is cut out around the graphic. Thin metal frame, which has some aging to it. You could probably replace it. It is 11 by 15, so we're looking for $24 on this piece. Whoever had it just put a string, and I think you could also make it a little bit better with a piece of wire across the back, cardboard on the back. Mirror is in good condition. Excuse my fingerprints from holding it up throughout the sale. So just looking $24 on that.
I swear that's Linda Ronstadt.
It
It is
really
her.
could be. You know, she's just giving lounging. She feels very Florida to me. Very 70s, very Florida. So 24 on that. And I think next is, yes, this John Perry held this up just recently. Flamingo sculpture, and we're looking for $30 on this. There is a metal stamp on the back with his name. No damage to this piece. It is 12 inches wide by 8.5 inches tall. This is plastic.
I normally don't say this, but that's like an $80 piece. Like somebody really, I mean, that's a really hard piece. I mean, that's the equivalent to like Curtis Gears, but in the acrylic,
Yeah.
world.
Wood, metal, and plastic is what the three components are.
Gosh, so good.
And then final piece was what I just held up a few minutes ago, the Stoddard vinyl ice bucket. With vinyl on the top, lucite here, clean on the inside. And this is a taller one, 11 inches tall, $20.
All right. Guys, remember, if anybody's watching this on the replay and you see something that was not claimed during the recap, please reach out to any of us. All of our emails are in the description down below. I actually have them pinned also at the top of the chat. So again, if you guys are watching this on the replay and you see something that was not claimed during the recap, please reach out to any one of us and we will do our, if it didn't sell in the meantime, we'll do our best to get you invoiced for that item. So don't hesitate to reach out and let us know if it's something you want. So I had my 1970s sailboat sailing string art available in the metallic, the silver and gold. It measures 16 by 12, has the velvet background, and they actually put plastic over the particle board. And I'm not sure if that was an original tag for some sorts. That's the way I ended up buying it. So in very good condition. It would look great in your mid-century decor. It was $14. So if you're interested, put boat 14, and this could be yours. Again, the nails in there and the string very taut. It's not loose and falling apart. It's in very good condition. So it would be boat 14 if anybody was interested. And gang, stick around, all 100 of you, because it is time for the quick claims. And I don't know why we're ending up in all different spots. So let's get Bill back up here and Brian back over. And Bill, if you can explain, please, sir.
Yeah, the way the quick claims work is we actually do not tell you the price until we're about to sell the item. So a little bit different. We're going to show you an item, describe the item, and once we're done describing the item, including any condition issues that you need to know, we will then say what the price is. But if you're interested, you don't type the price in. We are going to show you a letter from the alphabet on a Scrabble tile. And the first person to correctly type in the correct letter from the alphabet claims the item. It's the first person we see on our end. That's the person who gets the item. And it's as simple as that. We each show one item, then we go and each show two items, and then we're done. So I've got some good stuff for this section. I'm sure you guys do too. So there's no bid end. There's no countdown. It's just we're going to show you an item, tell you what the price is. If you're interested, you type the letter in that we tell you. I have one more planter for the evening, and it's this awesome planter. I've had this once before because it's a set. There are typically two of them. The other one is mostly pink with blue accents. This one is the blue one with mostly pink accents. It is an older planter. Don't know the manufacturer, but it is an unglazed base. It's in great condition. And if anyone's interested, it is 5 inches tall, 5 inches across, and it is $8. If anyone's interested, it would be the first person to type the letter L First person to type the letter L gets this really kitschy cute pink and light blue or aqua turquoise fish planter.
All right, hang on. You got Robin.
So Robin, congratulations. That's yours. Thank you so much.
All right, John.
So I have a set of Beistel new old stock Playmates. These are from 1983. I have, like I said, new old stock. So they are sealed. I opened one set to show you what you get. There's a little surfer guy, a little wave. You have a little hula girl, a little tiki hut with a palm tree, and then you have a little pineapple. I don't know. My words are tonight. But all four in that pack. Pretty easy to assemble. Just a little tab that you connect. Again, I have 5 of these available. These are new old stock again from 1983 Beistel. Just use the letter H, and then if I don't see a number next to it, then that means you just want one. But if you want multiples, again, I have 5 total. So I have 5 to go until they're all gone. So H, and you'll get the new old stock Beistel set of Playmates, the hula kind of Hawaii set.
John, Bill, did you see the Finding Me was asking if you had sold the other?
I think they were talking about yours, Jason. Your seashell planter.
Oh, yeah, Finding Me. Yes, it did sell. It did sell. All right.
I've got so what I've got here, I'm gonna butcher it. Is that Wasterbach? Did I get it right?
Wasterbach.
I was close. So I have 3 watermelon mugs. They're all the same. These were made in West Germany, all in good condition without issues here. And so you can claim 1, 2, or 3, just like John was saying. If you put the number once I give you the price and the letter, if you just put the letter, then that means 1. So we're gonna go with I'm gonna go with the letter Y, and they're $10. $10 each.
I've never seen this style from them before.
I haven't either. What's that, John?
I didn't put in the price for mine. I guess I thought I said it.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember you saying it actually.
Thanks, fellas.
Well, Robin's claiming one.
We've reached the point of our broadcast when
Well, you know
We've
what?
all-
It's the reverse order, so you have to think about it.
it is
Yeah.
weird. And I because I had multiples, I didn't want to. I was very confused. It's fine. I'm sorry, Robin. I got you for one.
Do you want to redo, John? We can
No,
do
I
a
don't. I really do not.
redo.
So if you're interested in one of the watermelon bugs made in West Germany, you could put Y.
How much is it, Brian?
$10.
$10. Those are great, by the way.
All right. Okay. All right. So then my quick claim is going to be choice. So I have choice on these kitschy new old stock large birthday cards, and they're all these cute little babies. They are just merely stamped made in the USA. They all measure roughly 7.5 by 9.5, and I think they're just great for summer because I feel like he's a little chicken guy with the egg, and he's kind of living his good life sitting on the summer there. So that would be your first choice. What's fun about these is these are fun to frame. So these are larger, like almost frameable style prints, and there's actually like an embossing to them. So there's like a 3-dimensional. So they are like a higher quality card. And again, they're 7.5 and by 9.5. So this one says, "Howdy, another one. That's great. Happy birthday," and dozens more. See the play on the egg? So if you guys are looking for a little Western fella, you would want that one. Then this one, you got the little fire dude. He's just hanging out there. He's actually Mr. July in the little pinup baby calendar, and it says, "A warm and friendly hi for me, thinking and wondering how you be." So there that one is. So maybe you know a firefighter in your life, or I just think that one's really cute. Then this one I think is my favorite. This one right here. We got the little girl sitting there living her good life, playing her banjo, listening to her record player. And this one says, "Here's a happy birthday song, joy and laughter all day long," there on the inside. So these are all unused. They're going to be $6 each. $6 each. And you'll claim this one, and you'll call this one record. Sorry. This one you will call girl. This one you will call chicken. And this one you will call fireman. So it'll be fireman, chicken, or girl. And they're $6 each. And you will have to put in one of those words and the letter M to claim them at $6 each. So again, you'll claim chicken. To hold up the right one, you'll claim chicken. You will claim girl. Or you will claim fireman. So I got you, Robin, for chicken M. Karen, which one did you want? Karen, you wanted the fireman, so you got that. So those two are claimed. Thank you so much. And then I still have the little girl remaining. So we'll move on. All right, Bill, you are up.
Okay, my last item is a guy, this great guy looking for a home. It is an art class octopus. I call him Ollie. I just feel like he's an Ollie. He has a lot of great detail. He's in great condition. I don't think one thing that's coming across really nicely, you can see it here, there's a lot of gold flecking on the inside. So in addition to, the multi blue colors and then the black that gives him some detail, there's a bunch of gold underneath the surface of the glass as well. Has a smooth base, just a really nice piece, and it's substantial. 7 inches across, has all 8 of its tentacles, and 5 inches tall. So if anyone is interested in adopting this beautiful octopus that I'm just calling Ollie, he will be $15, and you can type the letter W. Ollie the octopus is $15, the letter W.
All of us are being very clear about our prices now. I have some new old stock. I've got a lot of new old stock recently. I have these carnation plastic picnic cloth tablecloths. These are 54 inches by 90 inches. They were made in Israel for carnation plastic. Again, new old stock. You can see they love their meats. There's some ham right there. There's a turkey right there. You look at the other side that we can see, big old salad there right by a bag of charcoal. But I love the design on this. I don't know if I'd really put my pot of coffee right on top of the grill, but artist's license, I guess. So I have 3 of these available. These are $12 each as well. You can use the letter Y. And again, I have 3 of the plastic picnic tablecloths available. Letter Y. $12.
I'm going to kind of do $12. I'm going to copy John with the tablecloth. I have a let's have a picnic set. So this is the paper tablecloth, and then matching napkins. The napkins have been opened, or at least ripped open at some point. The top one has a little bit of aging just because it's been open, but I think underneath those they're good. These are the 13 by 13. It says 13 inch by, that's not 13 inches. I don't know. That's what it says on the back. 13 inch by 13 inch, but that's not 13.
Probably when they're fully open.
Oh, thank you. All right. That was throwing me off for some reason. So these are like the dinner napkin size. And then this is 54 inches by 56. And it says one is 54 by 112 or 2, 54 by 56. This one is definitely not open though.
The font is so good on this.
Not just plain cardboard on the back. Very thin cardboard. So if you're interested in these, the price is, you're going to put the letter C, and they're $9. C and $9.
And Bill, did you get Smalls claiming your pink? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yep. Yeah, Smalls wants your pink seahorses. And Brian, was this choice on both?
It's for both together.
You get both of them. Both of them. And for how much again?
$9.
Okay.
And the letter C.
Okay. All right. All right. In my last round, it's different. This is going to be different. So when I think summertime, I think picnics and I think ants. Okay. So these are crudely made. I believe these might be homemade. These are little glass ant ornaments. Okay. So when you move the pipe cleaner, you can see where they actually glued some of the glass ornaments together to make them. So one of them does have little pipe cleaner antennas. The other ones do not. But again, these are crudely made to the point where they actually cut sponge like that little foam that you use, like, in the old air conditioners and stuff to make the hands. And then there's felt for the feet. So these are really fun little glass ornaments. So again, they're crudely made. So there's that one. You're going to get all three of them. These are stuck together here. So then this one you can see. And I believe maybe these hung on a Christmas tree because there's little white specks here and there. Like maybe they did that spray snow maybe on them. But I just think these are so cool to like hop into your summer decor. And this one probably has the worst paint wear to the face. But I think that gives them character. So you'll get all three of them. And here you can sort of see where they did glue. You can see almost like a separation in the bottom part, but I'll pack these really, really good for you. So you're going to get all three of these fun little glass ant ornaments, and they're going to be $15. You're going to get the whole gang of them. If anybody's interested, they're really unique. I think they're one of a kind. Put in the letter S and just put ornaments. S ornaments. They're $15. You're going to get all three of these fun little homemade glass ant. I'm an ant ornaments. So these actually came from an estate a year or so ago. I've had them. So I just thought they were fun. And you can bend the arms however you want so they look a little better. But I just thought they were different and no one's interested. And that is,
they're not uncles.
They could be. They could be. I don't know. So no one's interested. Thank you so much, guys. Let's get why is it doing that tonight? Nobody's ending up back in their right spot. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Thank you, Karen G, for being our official mod and bid ender. If you are not subscribed to Gavin, Grady Group of Vintage Recordings, please give him a follow. Show the Gillettes some support. And again, even in our quick claims, if someone's watching this on a replay and you see even a quick claim, reach out to us. Our emails are right below us right now. Just reach out and let us know what you're interested in. Again, if it is, we will get you invoiced. So we're going to go around and tell you guys we got some exciting things coming up. Bill, what do you got coming down the pike, sir?
Well, tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, I will be over on Instagram with some folks who are running a halfway to Halloween and Christmas marathon. So for an hour, I will be bringing some actually really good Halloween tomorrow. If you're interested in grabbing some Halloween or some Christmas, I'll be there for an hour. And it's actually starts at 11 a.m. Eastern. I can never get
it starts at 1. It starts at 1 p.m.
Eastern, so 11 a.m. Pacific or 10 a.m. Pacific. Anyway, all I know is I'm at 3 o'clock Eastern. That's all I know.
All right. How about you, John?
I am in that same marathon as the Spooky Wonderland Bonanza. It is a Halloween and Christmas vintage marathon. I will be on a couple hours after Bill. I'll be at 5 p.m. Eastern for an hour. My preview is up. Bill's previews, our previews are both up on Instagram. You want to go take a look at those and hope you can join us for those. I will start invoicing for my sales Sunday into Monday. Again, I always will send you a notice when your invoice is ready and then when your item ships. So if you haven't sent me your information tonight, I think everyone has. So I think we're all set there, but I don't have any sales next week. So I'm done. I have a nice little break, which is nice.
Nice.
Oh, I get it now. They can't be uncles because they're aunt. Oh, I need another cup of coffee, fellas. It's been a day for me.
It's too late to have coffee, but yes, it's fine. Again, it wasn't the best joke anyway.
No, and it completely went right. It's the hat. That's what threw us all off tonight. It's the hat.
It's not the quality of the material. It's the hat.
It's the hat. All right. So, Brian, what do you got coming down the pike?
I am not in the sale tomorrow, but I recently come across a lot of vintage Christmas and some vintage Easter. So I am planning on doing and some of it is actually new old stock. So I'm planning on doing a most likely a feed sale. So follow me over on Instagram if you're not already. Stay tuned. I might have to do it in a couple parts, but kind of has that coming up maybe within the next month, and then the next sale with you fellas.
And thank you guys. Please make sure you're following everybody here on the screen. Their links to their Instagram are down in the description. So if you're watching this and you're not following all these great resellers and these great folks that are putting out content on Instagram, please make sure you follow all of them. Please make sure you follow Bill here on YouTube and also John, and their links are down below as well. I have some fun coming up on, well, first of all, Sunday is going to kind of be a Mother Tucker's Day. Make sure you're subscribed to Amy at Enamor Amy. She was nice enough to film a video. She did a shop with me at Mother Tucker's when she was in town. Her Mother Tucker's video is going to drop at 5 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. So please make sure you're subscribed to her, hit the notification bell so you can see the video. She put a lot of work into it, and I thank you so much, Amy, for filming when you were in town, especially at my store. Also, if you guys aren't aware, today is Amy's birthday. She didn't come to the sale. She was enjoying her birthday evening. So if you guys are following her over on Instagram or even here on YouTube, please reach out to her and wish Amy a happy birthday. Today is her birthday. So then at 7 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, Mother Tucker's is doing their official first shop with me. So we're going to open up the doors to you guys. We're going to go live. We're going to do a traditional shop with me. So hopefully you guys can come on over and hang out. The dealers have a lot of fun smalls. There's a lot of kitsch. There's a lot of mid-century. There's a lot of antiques, even at Mother Tucker. So it's not just a house full of kitsch. It has a wide range of vintage collectibles and antiques. So there should be something for everybody. So then Monday, we have Marvelous Mother Tucker's Monday. It is Memorial Day. So you know what me and Bill are going to do? We're going to have an all Christmas sale. So come on over and hang out with us. We're going to emphasize Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody. And we're going to do a good old Christmas sale. He pits it on me, so it was me. But come on over. We have some great Christmas lined up for you. You can never have too much Christmas. And once you're done eating your hot dog or eating your burger, come on over. Or even your veggie, whatever it might be, come over and hang out with me and Bill. We are going to satisfy all of your Christmas wants and needs. And then Wednesday, I will be back with Enamor Amy for fantastic finds. And then the following week, there'll be some scheduling changes because I will be on vacation. So please stay tuned for that. And then we'll be back the first Friday of the month with our red, white, and blue sale, the Valentinos, but we will be over on Instagram. So, and Bill will be our host over there, and we will be bringing all the red, white, and blue things. So, guys, it's always so much fun. If you claimed from us, please make sure you email us, give us any information we need, and have yourselves a very, very safe Memorial Day weekend. And until the next one, have a great night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Night,
Good night,
everyone.
everyone. Thank you.
Bye-bye.